Well, hello there and welcome to today's stream. I am off center in this stupid thing. I learned that whatever I'm using for my software, for my face cam, quote unquote, is like very sensitive. I moved it by a little bit on accident and everything just messed up. So hopefully it all worked out well and everything. Let me send you all to this. Hopefully I look alright. A little big. I think that should be fine. Hopefully. Anyways, welcome in. Welcome in. Hold on, you folks are a little bit off to this. Oh, I see. No, wait, that's the wrong thing. I gotta move you guys to the side here. I don't understand. You guys are like off a little bit on this on the top of the screen. Yeah, like why are you over here? I'm gonna push you over there. Sorry, Waffles. I just threw your character over there. I guess it's not too bad if it's in the way of the name. All right. We should be good there. And then let me get this stuff back up. This and that. Okay, there we go. So welcome in, welcome in. Great to have you all here. I had so much fun yesterday. I want to just thank you all again. That was really fun. Just trying out this new style of streaming is really, it's actually really fun, and hopefully I can continue to find. I think the main thing is just trying to find like interesting conversation topics to talk about during this whole experience. I have a lot of things I want to, I have, but I'm always nervous. I'm like, oh no, I might run out of stuff, but who knows? Maybe something will just come out of like my head. I'll think of something to say. I don't know. But first off, congrats, Waffles, on redeeming first. Good stuff. You are the first one here and the first one to redeem that. Very good stuff, indeed. You say my internet seems to be doing not too bad today. I was worried it was saying like not well, but I read the rest of it saying not too bad today. That's great. Playing around a Fortnite right now, and neither it or the stream are lagging so far. Knock on wood. Knocking on my wood desk. All right, very good. Yeah, I hope for the best. I know your Wi-Fi has been very rough, to say the least. So It's really exciting actually. Both a game and watching a stream. Like, that's actually pretty impressive. For it to handle there. It's awesome. So. That's great. Where am I on here? Alright, I'm done there. So I restarted my first goal, which is obviously don't crash again, is what I put this time to make it a little different. Because I crashed multiple times last time. Hopefully this time I won't be able to crash at all. We'll see though. I also wrote that hopefully I can find a new like city or state to access in this game. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work. I just assume through my adventure I'm gonna like drive into like a city I'm not sure about yet. Like, let me see. Okay. I wonder how much more I need to get to like access other things. Like California, I found so many areas, but like I don't have anything in like Arizona a decent bit too, but like Nevada, not too much in the top here. Maybe that's intentional, but. Alright, so this one is, it's like only one, like, trailer, 17-hour drive. I'm making 35,000 bucks. It's just dry fruits. Why is it so expensive? Is that, like, supposed to be, am I supposed to drive fast to get there? I'm going to set this GPS destination. We'll head off there. It's interesting. That's very easy to start off with, I suppose. Alright, well, we'll get to it then. Oh, I see. Utah's like a DLC thing. Okay. Well, I wonder how much money that is then. A little bit disappointing. You don't get like. Well, I wonder how many states I have to unlock, if that's a thing. All right, lights are on. Let's head out of here. Where am I, anyways? I'm just like in a like. I don't have enough gas to really get me going the whole way, but maybe I can fill it up a little bit and then I'll head out, but back on the road for another day of streaming. This will be fun. Alright, move on a little bit here. I realized as well that I got really lucky yesterday finding out that I guess Sony had that big event where they like referred to like the big PlayStation news. Like, I guess it's like a once in a while kind of thing, so I'm not gonna have easy access to information like that for news to share. So I guess you get lucky sometimes. Hey, for a debut of this kind of a style stream, I guess it's good. Good idea. It's gonna take me a little second to get used to this. Oh, there's a car. I'm like nervous. I'm gonna like hit somebody early on because I'm like warming up still. I'm always a little bit nervous when I first drive for after like a week of like not driving anywhere. It's always like takes me a little bit to like get used to things, but it's fine. It's like different than when I'm playing like video games for the first time in a while. Like I tend to take a break here and there in Rocket League. I like that game so much. I've played. It's like the most played game I have on my Steam library, which is where I have all my games. So that's saying a lot right there. But for that game to not be when I don't play that game for a while, it's interesting because I feel like I play very well in Rocket League after taking some time off from it. So it's like a weird thing because you don't want to be away from like one of your favorite games of all time. But if it means taking a break from it, relaxing your muscles a little bit, and like being better at the game after you don't play it for like a week or two, like maybe that's the way to go. Try out new games, make an excuse to like get through the backlog of games you might have. So it's like something I was thinking about the other day. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's a way to work on my backlog of games. I'll tell you, I have so many games I still have to just like start, not even play and finish, but just like starting the game. I don't know about you guys, but I have so many games I still have yet to play. I have a list of them, not all of them, like, but so I have some significant ones, like Mortal Kombat 11. I had that game for a while now. Before I mentioned like the big sales and stuff yesterday, they had like a deal on it a while ago. I ended up picking up because I'm like I don't play fighting games that much, but I'm like maybe it'd be a cool game to try out and see what I might end up being. So I'm like, that sounds like it could be kind of fun. But then we're down to 50 miles per hour. But then my buddy Blue ended up gifting me Bully Scholarship Edition, and that game looks like a lot of fun. But for some reason, I haven't really given it a try yet. It's like a game we have to kind of sit down and really give a chance, and so I'm gonna have to do that hopefully later this summer. But I did play it. I did load it up one time, but it was funny because the game is like not really optimized for a current system, a current like PC, because the game it's like the resolution was like really low, so it took me a little bit to get used to all that. Like everything was like all like blown up, I guess, because the screen was like just oddly centered and everything. So it took me a little bit to get used to that. But I don't know if it runs too well on the controller, so that's another thing to learn about. But like as I was about to get into it, I was like preoccupied with something else, and then I'm like, all right, I guess I will hold off on this, and then I never came back to it. So I'm gonna have to do that another time. Get some water. I'm already like only a few minutes into the stream, and I'm like here to get some water again. Is that truck on the right stuck? I just realized it's like not able to move. Although that could be just part of the whole ordeal. Alright. I absolutely hate traffic. Not traffic, but like I meant to say like construction stuff. I am always I always get nervous when I see like construction coming up. It's like, oh, like what do I don't want to like make any mistakes, but like this is like new territory to prepare for, because sometimes construction can be they can make their own path for you to drive so that you don't like interfere with like their construction work. But I'm always nervous I'm gonna like make the wrong decision or like go the wrong wrong way or whatever. I overthink a lot of things, so it's like one of them. This truck's taking a little while. I'm gonna. Oh, there's a car. Thanks, buddy. I can't tell if that's a police car or if that's a normal car. It's just like black with like white on the side. I'll be safe anyways. I'll have to look at some more mods for this game. I know yesterday I talked about some of them I have, but there's so much more to consider, so I'm going to have to really look at the rest of them that are out there. But like it's so cool that that's like a thing. I always forget mods are not just like Gary's mods. There's like more than that. There's like other things you can subscribe to make the experience better. Like my buddies play Left 4 Dead. It's a zombie shooting game where you work as a team to survive and get through each level. It's I've played it before, and I think it's pretty fun. I think it's a little bit too repetitive for my liking, but it's a very fun like co-op game to play with friends. And so they decide it's a good idea to use mods. So I saw like the zombies at one point were all like Among Us characters, like running after you. I'm like, oh, it's kind of funny. And then there was another one where I think they were playing as like certain anime characters I knew. I'm like, oh, that's pretty goofy. It's pretty silly. Uh, but it was like really funny like watching. They had like all these like a game that's not supposed to be like too serious, but like a game like that turned into such a silly modded game mode's kind of funny. Ooh. All right. All right. Apparently the train's supposed to be here. All right. So where is this? Oh, I see the train's coming up here. I don't think I've seen this before. All right. Let's count. How many? I'm gonna guess 26 cars. All right. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for box cars. 5, 6, 7. 7. That's it. I mean, I guess for this kind of a game, you don't really need too many. That'd be ridiculous. I remember I spent a Saturday morning going to a bunch of garage sales nearby my house, and so we decided, me and I think it was my mom this time that went with me. Usually it's like my friend or my mom that goes with me. There's a gas station. Hold on 1 second. But I think it was with my mom this time. But we decided to try out like a new location, so I drove, and it was pretty funny because we ended up going to. Can I park over here and get the gas? Let's see. Let me back it up a little bit. All right, here we go. Yeah, we parked, and all right, where's the gas? Is this not going to give me gas? Huh. What's in the back here? Oh, here we go. That's weird. I guess I'm different. Excuse me. Yeah, so we went to like a different location than we're used to, and unfortunately that costed us a lot of time because we ended up having to wait for this big train to finish up. It took like maybe 4 minutes for the train to like finish like driving. It was really weird because I've only been like behind, like I've had to wait for a train to pass like only a few times, but like when it does, it's never that long. So we're like waiting, and we're like, oh my gosh, this thing's taking forever. Like, so it was really funny to see that train in this game was only like 7 box cars, and like the other one had like 40 something. I don't know how many it was. It was a lot of box cars. All right. We are good to go. Alright, let's turn. I'm so scared. There's like a car. It's just not going to know I'm a truck and that I'm slow to move around. So, no crashing this time, though. Oops. Slow it down a little bit. Alright, there we go. So, you're in your game with 15 people left and 3 kills. Oh, wow, let's go. So far, no lag. That's actually huge. I don't know what's more impressive. Like, you've made it that far with that impressive amount of kills, or your Wi-Fi sticking through it all. That's awesome stuff, man. That's like, it's like more of like a highlight of the, if I were to play Fortnite, usually getting top 15 is like one of the bigger highlights of the night for me when I have like a Fortnite session. So, that's good stuff. I'll have to ask you more when you're like free and not like in the top 10 or whatever. But I'm like curious how many like matches you've played so far today, and like where this ranks with the other ones you've played. I'll slow it down and take ourselves in. Perfect. All right. I forgot. I'm not like dropping off anything. I'm just picking up this item. All right. 17-hour drive. I think flight, but no, drive. All right. Boom. I shall take the job. It's this one here. Okay. Can I go around? I don't think I can. 10 left. 5 kills. Oh, huge. That's good stuff. You almost like doubled the amount of kills you've had all game in that like small session. Looks like you come up pretty good in the clutch there. That's good. There we go. Thank goodness. This kind of looks like a taller, or I guess a longer trailer, but not too shabby. I wish I had more room to back this thing out, but that's fine, I guess. Alright, so where are we going? We're going left out of here. And off we go. So I've heard in like the trucking world, like in real life, I guess, getting the like Walmart gig, I think is like what I've heard to be like one of the best, like one of the higher level like gigs you can have as like a trucking, or I guess a truck driver, which I thought was really cool. 'Cause I never would have thought like being a truck driver for like Walmart would be like a lucrative option compared to like other companies, but I guess they must pay their truck drivers well, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where I got that from. It must have been like a show or like a podcast I was listening to, because I know someone was mentioning that in that kind of a setting. So I thought it was like really cool that, you know, that's the case. Oh no, rest in peace. 6 kills. Hey, you know, number 5. That's awesome stuff. That's a pretty solid, solid stat line. I mean, I say a good game is usually like top 25 with like 2, 3 kills maybe. So I mean, that's pretty impressive stuff right there. Good stuff. Unfortunately, you know, it's not a victory royale, but it's solid. You know, how'd you die though? I goofed up at the end. I had a shot on the guy who killed me, but oh. Oh, I hate that. I feel like if reloading is so tough because like they're shooting at you and you've got to reload. It's like, you know, you've got like the like you see him right there, a fresh meat ready to kill off, but it's like you can't do that because you got to reload, and it's like you're just like, you know, open for the taking, which is that's so unfortunate. I always try to reload whenever I can, but it never seems like it's enough. Or I'll reload with bullets left because I want to make sure that if I engage with the opponent again, I can be ready. But usually it involves me not having, not reloading in time before it's too late. I got extra XP too because the last time I played last week, I won. When you win and have the crown. Oh, I see. Extra XP. That's really cool. I knew you got something for having a crown. I didn't know that was like you get rewarded for having that, even if you didn't win again. That's really cool. Come on, light. No one's going. Can I just... That guy's going... Just turning anyways. Can I turn red on red here? Oh, okay, we can just go. I've tried it before in, like, my own time, and it, like, fines me for going right on red. I'm like, I think in America, you're fine. I assume it's depending on, like, maybe each state's different, maybe, but it's, like, very weird. But it's nice when games reward you even after like the main reward is, you know, like winning that. Like that's cool. You know, you feel like not only did you win immediately with the victory royale you had last week, but like, you know, you can enjoy that winning reward a bit more by having extra XP in the next game. That's cool. I had no idea that Fortnite did that. Also, with the heavy sniper, it only has 1 round in the clip. Oh, I see. And it always takes a long time to reload, so I hardly use it. Yeah, that's a good thing. Maybe it's more about like just trying to, yeah, like maybe like emergency use, because if it's only 1 bullet, like it must be doing a lot of damage, but like you gotta make sure you hit your targets. So Yeah, that's unfortunate though. Like it's a little bit of risk involved, but I'm sure with more practice, you'll be good to go. You'll be able to say next time that you dominated your opponent there, you one tapped them, and helped you en route to a fantastic dub. So, what is your go-to gun then? I love the shotguns because I learned you don't really have to scope in with them. I think Ninja told me this before, but I used to, especially on stream, I used to always like scope with every gun I had. So whenever like someone's coming out to fight me, I would always like take the time to scope in and shoot as opposed to just like shooting them like just without scoping. But I always felt like it's better to scope so you have the best angle on your opponent, but like it takes up too much time and you're so close to the opponent anyways that you really don't need to worry about that. Even with like assault rifles and whatnot too. But I like the shotgun for some reason. I think that's like my favorite. So, just nice to have that. Well, actually, I'm sorry. If we're talking about specific weapons, my favorite's the DMR because it's like that multi-shot sniper rifle. That's really nice. That's my favorite. But then, in terms of shotguns, I don't really have a favorite because I don't really know enough about each one. Uh, but I'm happy to say at least that I think it's tactical shotgun I use the most actually. It's like the chunky looking one. If I had to choose, it's probably that one since I'm used to it. But like, and I don't really I haven't evaluated my favorites out of the bunch, so there's that. What about you? What would you say is like your ideal gun? This is good to know for next like when we end up playing together. We can I can make sure to give you the right stuff if you have a preference or anything either. Yeah, in some states you can't turn right on red. I know that in California, Hawaii, Texas, and Maine are all states where you can turn red on red. Also in New Jersey, um, you can't legally pump your own gas. What? It was very weird. Stopped in New Jersey for gas and having someone pump gas for you. That's interesting. Because with every other state, you just do it yourself. Like I don't like. I know we've been to some gas station before where someone came out to do it for us. It might have been New Jersey, but like I didn't know if it was like a mandatory thing, like you had to. That's interesting because my mom like she never really pumps gas. She's always like, oh, it's always nice when someone else can do it. Like that's always nice. But I'm like, well, it's not like that hard. I guess it's convenient, I guess, which is nice, but that's very interesting. I wonder why they do that. Do you have to tip them as well because it's like a service, right? And like people like to always try to find a way to make tip money in this day and age. I remember there was one job I used to work where we used to like help bring stuff to people's cars, like at the grocery store, and sometimes we would get like, people would be like, "Oh, am I supposed to tip you?" I'm like, "I don't think so." And they're like, "Okay," and they're like, but it's like I don't know, I don't. It's just interesting. Like I feel like it's weird to have to always have to double check and think like, oh, do I have to tip them? Do I not? Like I'm just doing my job, so like I don't expect to get paid any extra than I do, but like that's not the same for everyone. Like I know there's certain jobs that like even though it is part of your job, it's like expected. Like being a waiter or waitress, like it's a lot more work than what I was doing, but like it is interesting that like you have to like you're doing your whole job, but most of your money's expected on tips, which I think just seems it's a little scary because you could either do really well, like above minimum wage, if you do a really good job and you have a lot of customers, but you can also just you know get really unlucky and just have like very stingy customers, or just happen to have oh come on buddy, move it. This guy turned right into my lane, ain't moving. All right, there we go, finally. Sorry. It's like very risky trying like as a waiter or waitress. It's like you could have really good weeks or really off weeks where, you know, it could be rewarding though. Like I think it's a little bit too risky. I've never been a waiter. I don't think I'd ever want to, but like that tip money is very interesting. Where, because I know even then sometimes it's like shared, or it's like you get all of it for like your specific tables. So that's another thing to think about, I guess too. Oh!
I love you, kitchen gun!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. You're lucky that I wasn't like trying to pull into like a parking space or trying to get gas or trying to do other maneuvers. That was something else right there. I love seeing a character jump every time. Oh yeah, I guess it probably does jump. I didn't even notice that. My character probably does move a lot. Also, do you like the setup now with everything? Like I adjusted some things like slightly. Like the background is like a tint of blue now instead of purple, and the characters on the top screen are a bit bigger than usual, and the game's on the bottom right, and my character's bigger than before. Like, is that do you like that or is it like a little too much? Um, my absolute favorite is the combat AR and the combat shotgun. I love the combat AR so much that at one point I'd throw games where I didn't get it and always upgrade it. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to try that gun out at one point because is it still in the game? I know sometimes they cycle through weapons, but that seems interesting. I don't know if, I mean, I do like myself a good DMR, but like, that's crazy. You would just throw games to. I guess the experience isn't the same. I guess if you don't have it, but like that's interesting. I don't know if I'd you give it up a whole round just to get your gun. That is interesting. That's some dedication, though. I must say. In the recent update, they replaced the Scar with the suppressed Havoc rifle, and I love that too. Ooh, okay. I think I might have used that before recently. That was pretty nice, I will say. Luckily, you don't have to tip, though. I wouldn't doubt some people try to ask for tips anyways. Yeah, I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I told you or not, but one time we had this Popeyes open up uh, a little ways away from where I'm at, but like it was a recent thing that came up, so I was like, oh, this is cool. Let me take a visit. And so like they were obviously very busy because it was like the first one that came up in our like town, but like it's very weird because like my order was like wrong. Like I didn't get my biscuit. Like half the items in the menu were like not available. They were like really slow with the food. Um, they're what happened? They gave me the wrong side, and some stuff was hot, some stuff was cold, and then I gave them cash for to pay for, instead of card, and the change fell on the floor in the drive-through. And then at the very end, they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you can tip if you'd like to. You don't have to, of course." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, luckily, I was like, "Well, the change I was gonna give, you know, was dumped on the floor by accident." So I'm like, I don't have any more money, So it's like I can't. I'm sorry, So I was able to like kind of escape that, but I was like, "Oh, this is a little bit weird, Like that's not a kind of a job that involves really like getting tips. Like I get it, it's not a fun job to work, but like, you know." Tip money for that? Like, I would expect if you're going a bit more out of your way, I would see that. But, like, for that, especially after my service, my experience, like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know why they would ask that. It was really weird. I never had that happen before since, but it's like, I've never had that happen before where, like, just a cashier was asking for a tip. Like, that's very weird. Again, if it's like, you know, I understand different situations. Maybe, there's a conversation to be had for that. I'm like, I don't know about that, especially since there are like many mistakes in my order. I'm like, I try to be lenient, but that's a little bit too much, I'd say. Um, kind of like how you order food online, you get prompted to tip, even though you're not tipping a waiter or anything like that. That's true. That's true. I've never done DoorDash or like Uber Eats or anything like that, but I definitely see how they would get a tip because they're like going out of their way. And like a pizza delivery guy, like they're going out of their way trying to drive around and get this food to you, and it's like if they do it fast and efficient, like I totally see why a substantial tip would be nice, or just a regular tip in general. But um, I saw like a picture online. This guy took a picture of his like local grocery store. They had those self-service checkout things, and like it was prompted. There was like a tip thing. It was like prompted to do. It's like the guy was like in the caption. It's like why am I trying to tip a robot? Like, hello, they didn't do anything different. It's just doing its job. Like that. What? Like you don't tip a cashier, so you tip an automated like self-service checkout thing. Like hello, it's a little bit weird. So I was like, yeah, it's actually really bad. Like tipping culture is a little bit too much, I'd say, around here. And I know in other countries as well, it's like when you buy from like a store, not only do you have to worry, like you don't have to worry about tipping anybody, which is nice, but you also don't have to worry about like adjusting for tax because everything's usually priced with tax included on the price thing, which is really nice. I really wish that was a thing here. It was like a lot of stores could really, I feel like, benefit from that. Make it a little bit easier for someone to like justify a price. And I think it would look a bit nicer too on like a price tag of something, instead of it being like, you know, whatever you see plus a tip. It's like, oh, here's everything you have to pay for. Like that's nice. All right, we're supposed to be going 75 right at 56. What the heck? Why are we going so slow? I'm trying to go in the fast lane here, but it ain't happening. Looks like. All right, here we go. All right, we're starting to get moving a little bit more now. This is good. Like I'm expecting there to be like traffic or something coming up, but it looks like the truck's just very slow on the right side there. Alright, we're good now. That was very weird. I'm always wondering about that. Like, is there police action up front? Is there a traffic jam? Is there something going on? So it looks like we're good. It's rare, but I believe it's still in the game. When I would use it. Oh yeah, the perks. Yeah, that's another thing I really like about Fortnite now is like they introduced those perks like last season. I think that's really cool. There's one perk I really like a lot right now. Um, I don't know the name of it, but when you slide, you get like medium ammo. Like it just like slowly collects medium ammo. It's really cool. I don't know if that. I assume it helps with like rifles. I'm guessing. I think, but like that's huge. That's because I always like ammo, like collecting ammo, and even though it's like I might have enough anyways, like it's just nice to have extra ammo whenever necessary. So it's like really cool to have that like right there. Sometimes I forget about that in games where it's like I sometimes forget about the importance of like ammo because like in games like Overwatch 2, it's like you don't really need to worry about ammo because it's like unlimited ammo in the entire game, which is really interesting to me. But for games like Team Fortress 2, which I really like, certain like a big element of that is that you need to collect ammo because you're running out of it when you shoot. You have to be like cautious about how much you use, and then you also have to go get health, which is like usually not many medics are around, so you have to like heal yourself. It's like that's just so weird to me. You have to like go out of your way specifically for the ammo crates. It's like a lot of games don't worry about that anymore. And like games like Fortnite, I assume like I don't think I've had many issues trying to collect ammo. I usually like to hoard a lot of stuff anyways, so I don't normally have to worry about running low on ammo. And of course, here and there, I have moments where I'm like out of ammo for certain guns, but it's usually not that bad. Obviously, reloading a gun, that every game has to worry about that stuff, And you had that issue when you were trying to get the Victory Royale. It's like trying to deal with reloading. I get that, but just like ammo specifically, like interesting how certain games now are like going away from having you like go everywhere to collect that kind of stuff. I get past this truck. I'm like faster than I should be in the speed limit, but like I feel like I can get through this guy. I'll try to wait. I'll go 55 and see. Alright, 56 is close enough. Alright, here we go. See if I can get past this guy. The Sam's Club. I don't really have a Sam's Club near me. I have like a... I don't even know the alternative, but... Like, I wish I had a Costco nearby as well. They're... Was it like a $1 hot dog, I think, or something? It's like a really cheap food they have there, and like I don't know, it's like really nice. I heard like their food is like really cheap, which is really cool. I don't know if it's something you'd have all the time, but it's like nice that it's a thing that they value. My truck just automatically just like stopped. I got plenty of room now to get to where I need to go. That's good. I forgot about the New Jersey thing and was already on edge. When you're going somewhere you've never been, you probably should be. Someone you don't know walking to your car when you park at a gas station always makes me really nervous, as it should in states where people don't pump gas for you. Yeah, that's for sure. Like, if I didn't think about it and I saw some guy come up to me, I'd be like, oh snap, like, lock the doors, like, what's going on here? But yeah, I guess in New Jersey, they just kind of assume, hey, someone needs gas and we help you out. Like, it's good to remember that kind of stuff, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Hey, Strawberry, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? What's going on? So also, it's cold in New Jersey when we were there, and the gas pump people were in large coats. Oh, geez. I guess it's nice that the law has created jobs, but that's definitely not a job I'd want to do unless it was from a booth that was heated and air conditioned. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I've had a few jobs where I had to be outside in the cold, but not for too long. Like, those people seem like they had to chill out there for like a really long time. It's interesting stuff. Yeah, I agree with that perk as well for Fortnite. Like, right now, I'm in love with it because it's so cool to have extra ammo when I don't know if I'm gonna have enough for a fight. But you're right. I think I'm starting to realize at least a little bit more. Like, I was playing the other day. It's like I think I should be okay with ammo, but like it's a nice one, I guess, because a lot of the perks or the traits I'm like I think about using seem a little bit too specific. Where I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be on a boat. Like, I don't think it's gonna help me out, or I don't think I'm gonna be, using this type of gun or something. I don't know. Like, some situations seem a little bit too specific where I don't know if I'll need it. So, sliding for ammo, that might be like the one I end up going with, anyways, because it's like more universal, I guess. You say you're doing decent. Oh, it's good. It's good. Decent isn't like amazing, but it's not bad either. So it's like a good in between. I would say it's mild. I'd say. So all right. I've decided. You weren't here yesterday, so I'm just like I was mentioning to the folks. I'm gonna try this new style of streaming now, where I'm gonna spend a lot of streams just like chatting with viewers and kind of making some fun conversations as we go. Kind of like how it happened in Minecraft, where we used to play. I used to play a lot of Minecraft and like chat with you guys throughout the entire experience. But like a game like this doesn't involve much distraction. Like, I'm not really like I'm just driving in this game, so it's like I'm not too distracted. But it's like a fun thing to keep myself occupied as I chat with you folks. Um, so that's good. And it was like so much fun yesterday. We had so many conversations. We talked about the new PlayStation handheld console coming out. We talked about the future of Nintendo Switch games and like the Switch as a whole. I know we talked about a few other things, pretty much like other like game developers and like Nintendo's prices versus like Mortal Kombat 11, which is like on a huge discount. So a lot of things like that. My oldest sister lives in Bentonville, Arkansas. I almost said Arkansas. I'm sorry, Arkansas, and says the Walmart there is really nice. Oh, the original. Oh, wow. That's actually really cool. When I was little, I used to think of Walmart like I used to think Walmart was like the best place ever. I thought it was like super clean and super cool and super like, awesome. It still is pretty cool to go into Walmart. There's always a lot of fun things to look at, and it's like huge, which is awesome. But like, unfortunately, like as you get older, you start to notice like like the places are usually pretty dirty and you know um, not everybody there is like the most pleasant, I guess, both employees and customers, but you know, it is what it is. But that sounds awesome. If I were ever in Arkansas, I'd love to visit that one because I'd love to go to like the original one or like the one of the like you said like she said it's a better one, like a really nice one. Like that's pretty cool. I'd like to see that one. And it's cool like those kind of stores like they make it seem very similar. So every time you walk into one, you kind of feel like you're back at the one by your house. But like subtle differences, which is kind of cool as well. I'm gonna have to bug you about not streaming to get oh yeah, to get the photos. That's right. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm so like I always I feel like I'm always so like behind on that kind of stuff. I'll have to find. Let me see if I can write it down. Here, let me pause for a second. Now you wanted to see the bag that I ended up getting. It's so nice. I've used it like a few times already. Going to my internship for the summer. I feel like I look pretty snazzy, so it's nice. Um, Hold on 1 second to get some water. But yeah, I love the bag. It's really nice. It feels good. My only thing is like I wish it was a little bit deeper of pockets because I have my laptop in there, but my laptop is like a little bit too tall, so I can't like zipper up the bag. But I can put like a little like there's an overhead flap that I have to put to um like cover the entire bag and like button it up. So that covers the bag and that like it works like I can close the bag. I just can't like zipper up the bag because like the laptop's like a little bit too tall. That's the only problem with it. But like besides that, it looks snazzy. It's got a lot of room for everything else. And relatively lightweight, so it's like everything I'm looking for in a bag. It's like that's perfect. And the price point was very nice too, considering I can't really afford to spend anything too expensive, but like that was a nice price point for my needs, I guess. And you say what PlayStation handheld? Yes. So I wouldn't get too excited though. Basically, what Sony has announced is that they're it's called the PlayStation Project Q. This Project Q is a tablet with two controllers on the side. Like it's like two parts of the controller on the sides of it. So it's like basically a PS5 controller, but in the middle is pretty much like a big tablet. So that was that's what it looks like, and apparently the screen is supposed to be really nice. Um, the only problem with the whole thing is that we don't know the price, so that's a big concern. But it's also you have to have connection with like the PS5 cloud service so that you can have the games on the PS5 work on the handheld because the handheld doesn't have any like internal like specs. It's pretty much just like a tablet with controllers, so it's like it doesn't have any the guts that are required for it to like work on its own. And you also have to have a constant connection with Wi-Fi. So you need to make sure the Wi-Fi is good. So if you want to like, I don't know if you can bring it to other people's houses and like use their Wi-Fi or not, but like, so there's a few like downsides which I'm a bit nervous about. It was like a 3-minute video that they posted about it on YouTube, so I watched that and I watched some other YouTubers talking about it and just kind of see what their like the overall like consensus is on it. And people are a little bit disappointed because they were expecting it to be like a PSP or PS Vita type thing, but they're like, oh, it's more like a Wii U, which kind of seems like that at this point, like a better Wii U, which we'll have to see how it goes. Like no one knows the price, and they said that like stay tuned for like more updates later. So it's coming out this year, but we don't know the price, and we also don't know like what else they have to say about it. Like maybe there's other things they're gonna mention. And if the price point's fine, like it depends on if it's like really expensive, like yeah, no one's gonna buy it. But if it's like a more affordable option, it'd be a cool like accessory to have for your PS5 if you have one maybe. Yeah, so not really not a new PSP, which is really unfortunate because a lot of people are like, oh, when's like the next PlayStation handheld gonna be? Because like the ones in the past have been really exciting, like the PSP, but it's like, that's what they were hoping this would be like, and it's not exactly it. But maybe they'll have more updates for us later on that stuff. All right, we're going this way. Good. Meow. Uh-oh, we got some cop action. Luckily, I'm not going that way. I thought it was like down the road a bit more. Alright, that's good. Alright, I'll just put on cruise control as I read chat. The ER with a friend. I hope. Well, I don't know which one of you was. I'm assuming you were there for your friend who was in the ER. So I hope they're okay. If it was you, I hope you were okay. Um, yeah, I hope it wasn't anything too serious. Hopefully, it's like something like I can't even think about it. Hopefully whatever's going on is all right. For your friend was in the ER. Okay, okay. Hope everything's okay though. That's a little bit scary. But good for you though. It's definitely as a friend, it's a good thing to be able to go and support your friend from what they're going through. So I let me find buddy. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Are they nice? Are they like nice dogs? Or are they a little bit of a trouble? A little bit of trouble to deal with. I love walking dogs, but there are a few dogs I've had to walk in the past that have been um, a little bit too, I guess, antsy. I guess like it's tough because like sometimes like I had to take out this one dog of my friends, um, and it's like a medium sized dog and everything, but he doesn't get out that much. So like when I took him out for a walk and everything, and I brought him to the backyard to play and stuff behind their like gated fence. And he's all excited and everything, and then after like a few minutes, it's like, all right, time to head back in, and he just doesn't want to go in. It's like, it's like it's not a bad thing because obviously like that's what it's like natural for a dog to want to be outside and enjoy stuff, but it's like after like a half hour, I'm like, I kind of gotta go home now, like, and it's like the dog would never want me to, like, like knew all the tricks I had up my sleeve, so it's like that's like the only thing I had an issue with. I'm like, you know, or I had this one dog that was like really big and strong. It's like it was pretty much like telling me where to go instead of like me telling it where to go because I was like, I was like being like dragged trying to like walk this dog. It's like if it wanted to go see like something like on the side of the road, we're going to the side of the road. If we. Luckily there's no squirrel or anything. Otherwise I'd be like running for my life trying to keep up with that dog. But um, whatever leash they have for the dog, it definitely a very strong leash. That's for sure. But yeah. Oh, I see. I see. And that's true as well. Waffles about the PS5 handheld Project Q. Um, so if that's the case, what do you think the price should be if they were to announce it? Like, say tomorrow they're going to announce the price. Like, what would you think would be the ideal number you would be looking for? Because I like the idea of it being like well optimized and like being like an official avenue for people who want to play cloud gaming on like a product the of PlayStation. My truck is going very slow right now. I don't understand. I'm foot is all on the gas pedal and I ain't going anywhere. I assume it's because we're in like this like construction zone, but like I don't know. Mm. I take a quick sip of water and that's almost leave my lane a little bit there. All right. I feel so weird, but like we're so slow. I think now we're gonna pick up some speed. All right, good. Or maybe not. There's more construction down here. It looks like too. All right. Looks like we're getting better at it now. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we're going a little too fast. Okay. There we go. Nice. Ugh. So I mentioned it a little bit last night, but I don't know if anybody was still around by the time I said it, but I just want to thank you all very much for watching the Movable Cash stream. It's my good buddy Logan. He streamed like 2 years ago, like once or twice, kind of get a feel of streaming, and then he stopped for a little bit. So, I'm gonna have to. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I want to. Oh, I guess it was doubling anyways, but I want to thank you all very much for watching. I know, Starbright, I know you were in there for a long time there, so thank you very much for chatting it up with Movable Cash and I. That was a lot of fun. He's an IRL friend of mine, and so he and I have been talking a little bit because he wanted to get back into streaming. He's like, I'll stream, but maybe I'll do a little collab to start off a little bit, kind of get him into the swing of things, because he's a relatively new streamer, so it was nice to be able to help transition him to become like a bit more of a more comfortable on the mic and streaming. And it was a lot of fun because we got to talk to a lot of you folks about whatever topics end up happening. So it was like really fun. Like we had a lot of fun like playing the game together and chatting with you guys, and he got some new followers, which is great too. It's like a great start because it's been 2 years. If I didn't stream for 2 years, I'd be quite nervous to get back in there. But like I was very impressed. He was very comfortable with things. He was very he felt like he was like a seasoned veteran. It felt like being in there. But I think it goes to show that the support of you folks really must have helped make the stream a lot better than it could have than it might have been without you guys. So thank you again for doing so. I'm not sure when he'll stream again, but I'm gonna try to do something with him again soon. I'll let you guys know when that's gonna be. Just because I think it'd be cool to do more of that. But it felt weird too. I was like in the the passenger seat in a sense. Like I'm normally the one that hosts a collab or something. I was like the special guest on his stream. It was very interesting to be like I didn't have to say as much as I normally do, and he was the one that was as the main man. He's the one that was running the show, and it's like it was like interesting to be like the complimentary like side like co-stream kind of like co-host, I guess, whatever the phrase is. Interesting stuff. It was like a kind of a unique position this time because I was able to like check my phone a little bit and like get an extra gulp of water. It was interesting. It was like a different than what I'm used to there, I guess you could say. They announced it with cellular internet and more well optimized for cloud gaming. No more than 150 plus whatever your phone company would charge. Ideally, they'd have a special plan specifically for Project Q that gives certain amount of priority cellular internet data. Yeah, I think it's fair. 150. I wouldn't say any more than that though, because I'm sure like it's still like a pretty cool design and everything. Like it's still gonna be, But anything more than that, I think it'll be a little too expensive because then you're getting close to like a Switch, the cost of like a Switch, and it's like, well, you get so much more with that than you would with this kind of a product. And deals with cell companies, that definitely makes a lot of sense. It'd be a cool option for sure. And how was today? My day was pretty good. Thanks for asking. It was really nice. Let's see what I do. What did I do today? Oh yeah. So my classes are coming up for my summer. I have 2 classes left that have to be done in the summer. One of them is like an internship class where I pretty much just do my internship and kind of report through like journal entries and stuff like what I did. And then I didn't realize, but I guess there's like other assignments I'm supposed to do as well as part of this like internship class. So it's like extra work, which is weird, but like it's kind of helpful anyways. So I've been grinding away at some of that because I can get it started early before the class officially starts. So that's kind of nice. Oh, I need gas. Look at the bottom right. I need gas. I'm really low on this. trying to think of other stuff. Oh yeah, I see it. I see you mentioned as well keyboards. So I want to share something with you as well. This is something that is relevant for my day as well. So I have the opportunity pull into the vehicle inspection. Okay. Sorry. Okay. It's coming up here a little bit. So I'll tell you a little bit of stuff that happened. So I had the opportunity to get my hands on putting keycaps, double shot P something, PB&J, I think it's called, whatever the acronym is called. So I had access to those. So I was like, all right, let me give it a try, like let's see what these are all about. Yes, PBT, thank you. So I had the opportunity to check out. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything that you recommended, but it was definitely like similar to what you had. It was like a HyperX brand or something like that. So it's like I was a little bit hesitant because I'm like, well, it's not something that you recommended, but I'm like, it has a lot of reviews on Amazon, and it's very similar to some of the other like strengths that you saw with like, the other keycaps you mentioned as well. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna give them a shot because they had the opportunity to borrow, well not borrow, but like see if they're a right fit for me because it was like a friend of mine. I was able to try the ones that they had. So it was funny too because it was my first time really cleaning out my keyboard, so it was really nice. I went out of my way running out of fuel. I think there's a gas station nearby though, which is nice. Oh, thank goodness, it's like right there. So yeah, so I cleaned out my keyboard, which is really nice. I took out every single keycap I had originally on my keyboard, which was like really weird to me. I'm like, I've never had it happen like that before, but it was like really nice because it ultimately, made it easier to clean. I bought some compressed air. I went to Walmart the other day, so I had it like sitting around, so it was perfect. So I got that all set up, which is nice. And so like even before I put on the new keycaps, like it looks so good, not having anything in the way, which is nice. Now, unfortunately, here's when the bad thing happened. So I tried putting on the keycaps, and they did not fit, which is very weird. It's like the standard. It's like a very what I seems to be like a general like fit kind of thing. It was weird. Like they didn't fit my keyboard. Like I would click them in, and then they would like stick to the hold on, let me think about how to say this. So I would put the keycap into the key slot, and I'd push it down to make sure it goes in properly. I had to like adjust it a few times because I wasn't sure what I'm doing wrong here. So I put it in, but it was weird because it would like be stuck. Like I would try to click, and it was like stuck to the bottom of like the thing, like it was like kind of jammed, just like the word I'm looking for. So I'm like, this is not right. So and then I would click it a few times. It was like on, but not fully on. So as I'd click it every once in a while, like a keycap would just like fall out, and I'm like, well, this is not right. They're not like solidly like in there, which is weird. So that's why I was concerned. I'm like, this is a little bit weird. Like they're not. It's like not a snug fit. Like I tried to put on the other keycaps that I had before, just to see if they were like be fine, and like maybe it was a mistake on my part. Maybe I wasn't putting it in correctly. So I put them on, and they were fine, but these new ones didn't work.
Get fucked.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, HyperX, what are they doing to me, man? So, but yeah, so I was like, this is a little bit weird, because like I looked to the back of them, and it has like the same plus sign or whatever. Let me see if it's, where is it? Hold on. I got one here. Let me see if I can get it. It's too bad the bags are vacuum sealed, so I can't just like put them back in to return them. They have free returns, which is very nice. I'm gonna have to incorporate that somehow. Yeah, like the back of these keycaps have a little plus sign, so I'm like, okay, my switches have a plus sign, so I can put them in properly. But I compared it with the other keycaps I have that originally came with my keyboard, and it's like a little bit of a different plus sign. So maybe that's how it didn't fit. I was like, this really stinks. So I felt so defeated. I'm like, well, at least my keyboard looks very clean now. I put it all back together again. It was really funny because I'm like, I had to make sure I knew like which key went where. So it took me like a good like half an hour to make sure everything went where it was supposed to be. But I'm like, ah, this is so like unfortunate. My keyboard brand is Corsair. That's my keyboard brand. So I'm like, that's another thing I was worried about. I'm like, well, HyperX is a different, it's like a competitor. Maybe they have a different way of doing things. But I'm like, it looked like a general use keycap company thing. So I'm like, maybe that's why. Maybe I don't know. But I didn't realize how specific it had to be. And you said you have fancy water? I would love to see it. Let me see that. Let me see. Fancy water? It's a good brand. They just don't have the colors you mentioned wanting. That's right. Yeah, they come in black and white. Yeah, that's true. And like the ones I got to try out were black. So I'm like, it looked fine. It was just very similar to what I originally had. What was cool was like the pudding like style, I guess, had like a white base to it. So it was, or like a clear base to it, I guess is the way I'm looking at it. So it made the RGBs really pop, which is really nice. I like the look on that, which is really cool. This didn't fit, which is unfortunate, you know, so. They only work on Cherry MX stem. Okay. So maybe that's why. Maybe I have a wrong thing. Are you busy after 1 tomorrow? Let's see. I might be free. Let me write that down. And just to make sure, we are in the same time zone. I remember that, right? We're in the same time zone, so it won't be a problem. After 1 tomorrow. I figure maybe it might be a good idea to talk to you about this more because I do want, like, I'm actually interested now in keycaps, like, more. Because I was, like, all excited. I was like, oh, great, I can put these in. It's like, well, they don't work. I'm like, these stink. You know, I was all upset. I'm like, oh. So I should have double checked with you, but since it was like one of those things where it was just like out of the blue, I was like, okay, I'll just have to, you know, I didn't really have much time to like refer to you about that kind of stuff, but this would be nice though to be able to double check with you on this. Okay, just wrote it down. So if you still are free around that time, I'll you know, see if we can get a Discord call going or something, because that'd be great if that's possible. It'd be awesome to be able to, you know, kind of get the get the hang of the situation right now, because I was a little confused. I'm like, this is weird, you know, I thought I'd have the right stuff, but maybe Corsair is different. I don't know. You're installing them wrong. So, does that mean that these keycaps are still okay to use, or do you think that I'm... Because I'm actually about to return these, like, in the next day or two, so if you think it's just an issue with the way I'm installing them, and I can still use them, maybe that'd be fine. I'm curious though, because I thought they're pretty close to the same like shape that the keyboard wants it to be, but I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I want to hear. I'm very curious now I don't know how to put them in any differently than I did, but now I'm pretty curious now what the right way is. No, my keyboard I don't think is membrane. It's, you know, I remember having a membrane keyboard a while ago, and I know the difference now. At least is like very different. I'll have to show you. I don't know if you like what kind of pictures you would want to see to like identify what the right thing is, but I'm sure tomorrow we can go over it. But this is great though. I appreciate you going out of your way to, you know, help me out with this, because if that's the case, I might just use these as like a starter keycap option. You know, like I might go with something more towards like my style down the road, but I would have these as like a new keycap option to enjoy. Do you know the exact model of Corsair? I don't know. I wish I could find a way to check. Pudding are weird and... Oh, okay. Oh, maybe it's on the back here. Okay. I have to like really take out this. Okay. So Otaku has an issue with it too, or had an issue with it. Okay. I'm curious how you set it up then. Oh, here we go. Okay, I've got it for you. Are you ready for this? It's a Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 LP mechanical gaming keyboard. Then it has some Chinese lettering at the end of it. So yeah, once again, it's a Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 LP mechanical gaming keyboard. Oy. You're going to remove a single keycap and point the camera at the keyboard. Oh, so you'd want like to see that, like to see what like it looks like. Hold on, let me see if I got a keycap puller thing. Let me grab it. Where did I leave it? Oh, there they are. Oh, sorry. All right, let me remove a keycap real quick. I'll remove my front, like this one here. There we go. Oh, you found it. Okay, good. Good news, bad news, I really need a picture. Sure, let me send a picture right now. Do you need like the whole keyboard or just like the key cap thing, the switch? Sorry. I'm not sure. So what kind of picture do you need? Because I could send you the whole picture of like the entire keyboard. I can send you like a picture of like a certain like key with the switch exposed. Just the switch. Okay. Let me turn off the lights on this thing. Get a better viewing experience. All right, I'm gonna take out this one on the front here. Okay. Hello, camera. Try to get you a good image of this one. Oh, perfect. Okay. I didn't know there'd be white though. I didn't realize. I thought there was supposed to be like red switches. Maybe that's like a specific style or name. Okay. Sorry. Hold on one second. I'm going to take a better picture. There we go. Okay. Send this over. I realize the keycap puller is kind of satisfying to use. I like that. Like being able to like just like put it in, take it out. It's like it's kind of cool. Like kind of satisfying. All right, here you go. Oh, the water's in the server. Let me see. Cooking stuff. Oh, cool. I've heard about this company, the Liquid Death Company. It looks like a beer can, but it's like, it's water. That's really cool. I don't know if it's carbonated water or normal water, but like, I think it's supposed to be carbonated. So like, that's the only reason I haven't bought one yet is like, I'm not sure. But like, that's so cool. I wish they were able to like sponsor streamers. I would love to be sponsored by them, especially if they come up with like a lineup of water that's like room temperature and is not carbonated. Yeah, I didn't realize how hard it would be to like use these putting keycaps on the keyboard. It's very weird because I thought some fit pretty okay, but then they were like easy to pull out, which is weird. Oh, it's just normal water. Huge. Okay, huge. I'll have to grab some of that then. That's awesome because yeah, it's like a funny like, it looks like alcohol, but it's not. It's just water. They do that good. Good. Oh, so there's options maybe then. That's cool. You see, I want to be in on the fun there. That's cool. I first heard about the company in like a presentation last year in one of my classes. We were like supposed to analyze certain companies we thought were interesting, and so one person mentioned that from like my marketing class. I'm like, oh wow, like Liquid Death. It's like it sounds like alcohol. Like they had commercials, I guess, where like, I think it was like really like reinforce that narrative. Like yeah, it's it looks like alcohol, but it's not. So they'd have like children drinking out of like the cans, and it was just kind of funny. It's like, at first glance, like, oh no, kids drinking beer cans. Oh, that's not good. But it's like, nope, it's just water. So that's cool. Well, hopefully this works out with the keycaps because and if not, I'm sure I can just find other keycaps that I might prefer instead. But it'd be nice if these work out. Again, though, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. But it'd be cool to see. I'm glad I talked to you about this because I'm like, I wasn't really sure like what I was doing wrong with it. So yeah. I know you folks aren't really into like sports, but like, I'll try to be very quick with it. But it's just on my mind. So I'm a Boston Celtics fan. That's the NBA team for Boston, the basketball team. So, they are right now in the playoffs. They're the second best team in the Eastern Conference, and they're in the conference finals. Section of the playoffs. So they're like pretty far into the playoffs right now. And so they've been doing okay throughout the playoffs, but they're a team that's very weird because on some nights they play very well. They look like the best team in the league. They are by far like the super talented, like very like everything looks really good on that team. Like it's very fun to watch and they play very well and they catch big dubs. But on other nights they lose by like 40 points. Now, normally most games work out nicely where it's either a close game or a big fat dub, but there's certain nights where they just fall off for no reason. Things just like the shots don't hit, or there's problems with the way the team is flowing. I don't know, but it doesn't help that they've had a new coach every 4 years for the past 4 years. It's like that's not good, but so that's like a bit of a concern. So like. A good example of this is in the semifinals. They were playing a team that was not as good as them, but it was like a pretty close competition. And so they have to play like the best of 7 games. So the first team to win 4 games moves on to the next round of the playoffs. So they played this one team that needed one more win to advance to the next round. The Celtics needed 2 wins to advance to the next round. And so what the Celtics did was in game 6 of 7, the best player had like 7 points entering the fourth quarter, which is not good because usually a star player, especially to his caliber, usually has around 20, maybe 30 points a game. And so to have 7 is not a good look. But luckily he cooked up at the end of the fourth quarter. He ended up having a great night. He shot, and I think he scored like 12 points in that quarter. It was like really nice. He really came in strong to get the win. And it was kind of scary because they were playing so bad the first 3 quarters. It was like, oh no, the season could be over right now. And then in the game 7, it's a winner-go-home situation, and their best player scored like 51 points. It was a huge performance. It was amazing. And that led us to move to the next round of the playoffs, which was very exciting. However, this next round of the playoffs is weird because the worst team in the playoffs has been on fire. They've been playing very well, and so they caught the Celtics by surprise and won the first 3 games, which is very scary because, again, you only need to win 4 games to advance to the next round of the playoffs. So it's pretty scary. So we thought the season was over. No team has ever won after losing 3 games in a row in the playoffs to start. So it was pretty scary for us, and so we thought the season was over, but now the Celtics won the game after that, and then yesterday was the second game they won in a row. So now they only need 2 more wins to advance to the next round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, their opponent only needs 1 more win, but they're on a losing streak right now. So it's like a very stressful situation as a Celtics fan. It's hard to explain, but I hope I did a good job explaining it. But just like the way I've been watching the sports right now, it's been so like I've been on edge. It's like, okay, are we going to be like, is the season over, or are we going to, are we gonna stay alive here? It's like very interesting. I have my blinker on. This guy just didn't move, so I just hit the brakes. Hey Ninja, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. Do you still have the keycap off? No, but I can put it back. I can take it off if you want me to. I'm not positive, but it looks like an M.2 is now only sold as a Cherry MX stem. But if this is a few years old, could be a Caliph. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how to find that. Let's see. So it doesn't say anything on the back of the keyboard. If you heard anything on the mic, it was probably the cord touching the mic. It says MK.2. I don't know if that means anything. I know you said you have like M.2, but maybe the MK.2 is just part of the Corsair name of the keyboard. I don't know. That's interesting though. I don't know. You've got some art ready too. Oh, let's see. Send over the artwork. I want to see what you've got cooking up. I just need to see the plus in the back of both keycaps. Sure. Yeah, let me do that right now. I'll take this one out. It's so much fun to take these out. So, okay. I will do a side-by-side comparison. I know it's not like the most ideal options, but here we go. I'll take a quick picture of these. Thanks again for helping me out here. Even if we don't get the desired results, I really appreciate this. There we go. So I'm going to give you the front-facing view and then the back-facing view so you get an idea of which one is which. There we go. Okay, and let's see the artwork. Ooh, that's superhero. That's awesome. That looks awesome. That's a nice sword. Hello, that's pretty sick. The hair is all floofy. I like that. Oh, the belt's got like a green thing in the middle. What's that? I really like that, Ninja. That's awesome stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say I have a few questions about your character. So right, that's some pretty good food, because water is food, I guess. Well, I guess it is like more drink than food, but it counts. Yeah, liquid death. The water that looks like beer. It's cool. I haven't tried Liquid Death yet, but it's a pretty cool gimmick. Actually, no, I'll stick to the right side. I never know where to go. So what's new, Ninja? What's new? Okay, good news. Your keyboard is a Cherry MX Switch. Oh, let's go. That's good stuff. Those are low-profile keycaps. Okay. This is like going to the doctor's office and it's like, like, like giving the results on like some testing. It's like, okay, you got, this. Like, oh, that's great. Like, what does that mean? Like good news, you're somewhat healthy. Oh, that's great. Only, like, what's that mean? Oh, only, like, only take this medication and you're good to go. Like, oh, that's great. So, those are low profile. The white ones are cherry profile. Okay. Does that mean they're not compatible? Wait, are they compatible? Sorry, I'm like, white ones are going to feel much nicer to type on. Good, that's good to hear. I'm just so confused as to like why they don't fit as like snugly as like the other keycaps, because I tried like multiple ways to fit it in, and it just wasn't going in the way I wanted it to. It would like get like stuck and like jammed where like it felt like a little bit of like a harder touch on the keycap would like cause it to like get stuck to the bottom of the like the keyboard frame. Oh yeah, so let me fill you in, Ninja. So basically, my buddy of mine was able to provide me some keycaps to try out. They're these Hyper brand keycaps, and from what it looks like, they look like they are. They look like they are like similar, and they would fit with the keycaps I have. So to replace the old ones with these new ones, I was all excited. I cleaned out my keyboard and everything after I took out the keycaps, but unfortunately, they didn't fit well. So now we're kind of just seeing like what the problem is with this, because I don't know. I'm excited to try out these keycaps, but like for some reason they just don't fit on my keyboard that well. So that's kind of what we're trying to solve here a little bit. But it's cool as well. Like this is a good way to learn more about keyboards, because like I had no idea this stuff like was like this specific. So I'm a little confused why they make it so complicated, I guess, but it's nice to have someone like Strawberry kind of like decipher the complicatedness for me, which is nice. But just like it's so much to like learn that like I don't know. Like I was ready to return these, but like if they're still able to work, I guess it's a good thing. But still don't really know yet. Like still not too sure, I guess, yet. It's compatible. Oh wow. So how do I put them on without having the same mistake I did before? That's my main concern, I guess, now. But it's nice and compatible. You hear a click, you say? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm getting where you're coming from here. Do you want me to try to click the keyboard? Oh, or feel like clicking to place. Yeah, like, it didn't seem like it was clicking into place when I put it in, which is weird. Like I put it in, and then it would either be too late, where after clicking on it a few times it would just fall out, or it'd be too hard and it would be like jammed, which is like weird to explain. So that's what I've gotten so far. Didn't line it up. So what do you mean? What do you mean by lining it up? Do I have to? I tried to like aim it to be like exactly where they're supposed to be, but maybe I did line it up wrong potentially. I suppose I'm not sure what I'm supposed to look for there. You're good. I'll walk you through it tomorrow. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. because maybe tomorrow, I can show you kind of what I got going on, why it's wrong. I've never done a video call through Discord though before, so I'm not sure if I can use my phone to like show you what I mean, but. You're using too little or too much force to ping on the switch. Okay. That's tough then, because I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do differently then. I suppose we'll see. If the video call ever happens. Yeah, like I'll definitely not show my face in the video call, but like, you know, maybe it'll be a hand reveal. That's tough though. So, because you're right, like I'm sure I was either like too strong or too light with it, but like, how am I supposed to know that? I looked it up online and everything, and like no one was telling me this stuff. So this is like great that you know this stuff, but like, I wish it was like, I wish it was easier. This is really hard. Hand reveal? No way. I know. I don't think I've actually like shown any like, not even a fingernail. Nothing. It's kind of funny, but hey, we're almost at our destination. This is nice. There we go. Almost delivered the goods. I think I have like what frozen fruit in this vehicle. I don't know what like the stuff I've got here is. I'll just chill here for a little bit. I hate how the red light takes forever to go. There we go. Oh. This is our first delivery of the day, by the way. I'm finally getting it done. But it was a long delivery. But hey, no accidents. I can't say, well, I shouldn't say anything yet because I know it's not over yet, but like we're right at the end. There you go, green light, perfect, perfect. Oh wow, it's like that, you can't go that way, I see. And now, wait a minute, I have to go around, it's not like this, see, I don't know if you see on the GPS right there, but it's like a little bit off. See, like, that's where I need to go, is on the right side there, but there's no entrance. I have to go all the way around just to get there. That's annoying. Oh, whatever. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you, Strawberry. I'd love to know if there's any like YouTubers that might know like kind of like the situation I'm in, or like just knowing more about keyboards and keycaps. Could be kind of fun to know about. Luckily not, Blue. Luckily not. I was actually saying I haven't hit anybody this time. No one has dealt with any injuries because of my driving. Yet, you know. So there's still time, but you know I'm thankful. Things have been working pretty well so far. But welcome to the stream. I'm worried now since you're here. There might be some pressure to not fail. We'll see. The stream lagged around that part. An explanation. Uh-oh. I don't remember exactly what happened, but yeah. Oh, by the way, though, speaking of like lagging and stuff, I know a very smart man, very smart individual, who happens to have you know, decent gaming skills, I'd say, and an appreciation for a mouse that is blue. But I might be having a very important, very special meeting tomorrow with him, and potentially with his skills, I might be able to obtain really reliable Wi-Fi and also lose in some board games potentially, and eat a lot of burgers with him. But hey, And for what you guys might need to know though is that we might have more reliable Wi-Fi coming up soon, because there's a way to have a direct connection through a wired source that I had no idea was a thing. So we're gonna try it out tomorrow, and maybe for Sunday our stream will be like a lot more reliable than ever before. So I'm excited to see how it goes, if it all works out, you know. Oh yes, I'm sorry, Ninja. Yes, the art. Yes, I was curious about an explanation because a few things I'm curious about. Like, why is the sword so big? What's the belt all about? There's a little notch, like in the like a little green thing in the belt. And why is the hair so floofy? I've been here for a bit, just haven't said anything. Oh, since you're still working. Okay, well, glad you've been here. That's awesome stuff. Come on, red lights. Come on, let's go. Let's move. This take forever. There's gotta be like a mod to move these lights on a little bit more. This is taking forever. As you can tell on the bottom right, the timer, like the clock moves faster than in like real time. So considering I've been sitting here in this red light in real time, this is like double the amount of time I should be in a red light for. Okay, finally. And if they only had a little like exit door I could like venture into instead of having to take this huge like extra like turn. Alright, we're almost here though. We're almost... Alright. Depot Park. That doesn't sound like a very fun park to be in. I'll stop because I'm being nice, and then I will go this way. There we go. Alright. Now I've just gotta get this vehicle a little bit over here. I've been thinking about going back to Euro Truck Simulator as well, because I own that game as well, but I realized, what's the point? You know, that one's not really going to have anything interesting for me to try, because I really don't like driving on the wrong side of the road. So, like, it really doesn't have any benefit to me. But maybe, like, if I play, like, everything I can in this game and just kind of get bored of it, maybe that would be fun to try. But, like, I don't see it. And the game's older, too. No, I'm not using Ethernet because the Ethernet port is, like, so far away from me. I don't have access to getting to it. But we found another solution that might work. Yeah, that's why, yeah, the Wi-Fi dongle, because it's the only thing I can get to at this point. But I think there's a better way. I don't know how to... I don't even know how to explain it, but there's a better way of doing... This is a very interesting place I had to park my stuff. There's a way I didn't know about before that can help out a little bit with, like a wired connection, you know? I got an achievement unlocked called High Five. Alright, let's see. Let me just, there we go, apply. I have 134,000 big ones. That's huge. Alright, High Five. The award was complete a perfect delivery, no damage, no fines, in time, and a job as at least 600 miles. Huge! That's a huge achievement we just got. That's awesome stuff. Okay, I'll DM a response to you, but you can read it out loud if you want. Just want to talk on the stream and Discord easy. I see. No, that's a good idea. Alright, that sounds good then, Ninja. Alright. I will await that DM, and I'll talk about it on stream. I like that. Oh, it's on my side. My internet has been wacky lately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, just a dongle. That's what the PC came with. I didn't even realize the difference until Blue found it out the last time he was over. He's like, this is a dongle. I'm like, uh-oh. So yeah, see, you guys are talking fancy lingo. I have no idea. It's so funny though. You guys are, you know, I don't know how you guys know all this stuff, but it's awesome. But yeah, so yeah, coax Ethernet solution I think would be the way to go. Fun videos involving tech and keyboards. Oh, cool. Professional. Oh, nice. Thanks. These two YouTubers sound pretty nice. Strawberry. Be kind of fun to watch those videos. See what more I can learn about the keyboard industry. Passion besides gaming. That's nice. It's really nice. Besides gaming, my passion is more like like sports, but I think it's more practical, at least in this case, to be more into like technology like that as opposed to like the stuff like sports, because like that goes more hand in hand together, like technology, like keyboards, and knowing stuff like the range extender, Ethernet port, mumbo jumbo, like that stuff would probably apply more to gaming than sports would. But bunch of keyboard upgrades. That's a good, yeah. All right, that's perfect. I was gonna say that I definitely felt like that would be more my alley for now, but I will look at the other one as well too. That'd be nice. And then let's see what Ninja said. Okay. Oh, he's not done yet. He's still typing. Okay, I'll wait for the full thing to be done, and then I will type back. So I'm debating there's some pizza on the stove I want to go grab, but I don't want to. Here, real quick, is it okay? I'm gonna quickly pause the stream. I'm gonna pause the stream real quick. I'm gonna go grab my slice of pizza. I'll be right back. It'll be like 2 seconds. I am back with pizza in hand. Did you guys miss me? How dare you take care of himself instead of entertaining us? Uh-oh. Disgraceful. Yeah, well, Can you guys still hear me, by the way? I don't know if I muted myself or not. I think I'm good. But yeah, some Red Baron frozen pizza is by the best frozen pizza ever, just so you know. Oh, it's cold. I'll try, though. That's fine. Yum. That's right, I'm a growing boy, need my food, a lot of, nutrition with pizza. You got cheese, I think. You got tomato, bread, my, I don't know if bread's, like, too healthy, but, it's nice. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about the most, Blue, is, like, just not having the quality dip as much, because, like, I feel very lucky recently, at least. Like, I'm very happy that I haven't had too many bad issues with Wi-Fi recently, but, like, who knows, like, tomorrow, if I were streaming tomorrow, or even Sunday, if we didn't have this fixed tomorrow, like, who knows what could happen. It could just, like, just not work. Like, the Wi-Fi might just, like, not work if I was, like, streaming without this, coax to Ethernet adjustment. So it's a nice to be a little bit more, have a little more reliability with the connection and all that. Be right back. Okay, sounds good, Ninja. I'll talk more about your artwork once you get back. Oh, well, that's okay though. I mean, just knowing that the Wi-Fi will be just better, more reliable, like that's fine. Even if it's not to that extent. Sorry, I'm eating as I'm speaking. It's not often I talk and eat on stream. Only talking, no eating. But I can't think of the last time I ate something on stream. It's weird. It's like I'm having lunch with you guys. I'm on my lunch break from driving the truck, you know. Oh, that's right. I don't have to talk about. I don't have to say Wi-Fi. Be Ethernet, huh? All right. Or my network connection. I feel like I'm gonna mess up and say Wi-Fi a lot, even after I get this connection in. Well, that's cool. Ooh, that sounds good. I've never had curry before, but I've heard it's really good. But it has a lot of rice in it, doesn't it? Like rice. I've never been a big fan of rice, but like I've always wanted to try curry because it's something that a lot of people really enjoy. I heard there's different styles of it too, though, which is interesting. So, like, do you have a certain type of style of curry you're gonna make? Does that make sense? Oh, it has spice. Oh yeah, you guys are brave. Oh, that's nice. All right. Network Connect will make it easy. That's good. That's good. Anything better like that, that's huge. Things besides rice. Okay. Wonder what the alternatives would be in that situation. Also, unfortunately, I've I've been trying to look up some gaming news recently to bring into the chat a bit more, and so it was a person that was it's an article I read talking about how the $70 price tag for new games nowadays is pretty much going to stay $70. Like it's not going to, it wasn't like an abnormality. It's going to be a thing that's just going to stay for a lot of like specifically like the blockbuster type of games, like the big games. The well known IPs I guess are going to be, you know, $70, which I'm kind of sad about because it's like I felt $60 was kind of expensive anyways, and I rarely buy games new, like brand new. Usually it's used or on a big sale online somewhere, but I'm kind of sad because like $70 is kind of expensive, and it's like I don't think as much is happening to cause it to be more expensive, except they probably can get away with it. Like I think from the mindset of others is that because people are still going to buy the game regardless of the price, they're willing to raise the bar a little higher for that price tag, which is weird. So that's why I'm a little scared about $70, like for a new game. It's like, you know, no one's going to want to pay that steep price tag, but like a lot of people are still going to pay it, you know? So it's like, you know, I guess they can get away with that high expensive cost to us, I guess. Welcome back, Ninja. We were talking about expensive, how the $70 price tag for new big games is going to be like that for good. Like it's a new standard, which really stinks. I'm really upset about that, actually. I swear, Wii games weren't even that expensive. I thought it was like $50 maybe for Wii games, maybe. When they were new. It does sound pretty tasty, strawberry, despite the spicy. So she doesn't like spicy food, right? So, but she thinks Indian curry is okay. All right, I might have to try that then, like Indian style, not Japanese style, maybe. You thought 40? Even imagine that, $40 or 70 now. That's crazy. I know like some new games are worth the price tag. Like I'm sure Tears of the Kingdom is well worth it because everybody seems to really enjoy it right now. But like I can't imagine, you know, like the next sports game being $70, you know, and people paying that kind of price. That's stupid, you know. Oh, I see. Butter chicken and bread. That's pretty good. I like both. That sounds good. So those are like not the spicy option. That's cool. Made two quesadillas, however you spell it. You did a good job. I don't know if that's the exact spelling, but I could tell what it was, so that's good. And a burrito with cream soda. That sounds really nice. Now, if you wanted to, you could always put that in the food chat in the Discord if you wanted to, share with the world your cooking expertise. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Same thing with you, Strawberry. If you ever, if you end up finishing that creation, and making the curry, could always send it over to the food chat in the Discord. But it's just a suggestion. You don't have to, either of you. But this is great. You guys are, it's like we're all eating, having some like dinner together. You're having the quesadillas and the burrito with cream soda. I don't know. I'm assuming it's gonna be later today, Strawberry, when you're gonna have the curry. But I guess I'll be done with my food then. You're probably not gonna be on stream for that. So for eating and stuff. So post in July. Oh, I see. July. I see. Cool. I feel like July is so far away, but it's literally like almost a month away. Because June's like right down the corner. Oh, you're not cooking. Oh, that's right. I read it wrong. Okay, it makes sense. Right, one more slice to go, and then we're back on the road. Let me look up what Ninja mentioned about the artwork. Let me see. Pretty much, in the story of Hero, there's two different types of humans: regular humans and heroes, which are demigod type people. Heroes a hero type human, so he has special abilities. The reason he's different looking is because of placeholder name, the power gems, 7 unique crystals of different colors and elements. That's cool. There must be a specific power gem you got here. Normally hero types humans normally hero type humans can only use one type at a time, but Hero can use all 7 to transform into the totally not ripped off superhero. I see what you mean there. Kind of like Thanos, but like for good, for like using their powers for good and not evil. If you look a little closer, you can see the gems. Let's see. Oh, you're right. There they are. Okay. Oh, cool. It's like on the arms and on the scarf, and then the belt, a little bit below there too. That's cool. It's like hiding almost in a sense, but like still, like you can still see it, but it's not like I see. That's really cool. Yeah, I know that's a pretty good explanation. I'd say, Ninja. That's really nice. It's really cool. I know I said before, but it's like kind of cool. You've got your own like lore with these characters you're making. Kind of ties it all together pretty nicely, I'd say. I almost done on my pizza. Sorry. Like perfect timing. Like I'm hungry, but I can also chat with you guys because I'm not like playing a specific like story game or anything that needs like a lot of attention. My attention is solely on you guys. And the road sometimes when I'm driving. Hey, Zagatrio, welcome to the stream. And welcome to my dinner, by the way. I'm eating on stream for the first time in like years. I can't remember the last time I ate food on stream. But if you have any dinner, it's perfect time. We're snacking away. Ninja's got a burrito and 2 quesadillas. And we were talking about making, we're having Strawberry's going to be making some curry in July. So I'm curious what that's going to look like once she posts that on the Discord. But, so I don't know if you've had dinner before. Like, I mean, you have had dinner before, but like, today at least. If you have had dinner before, like today, or if you're going to have something like, I guess, what's your plan for dinner? Like, what are you going to have for dinner today? Excuse me. I'm like fumbling what I'm trying to say. But yeah, pretty much like, what's your game plan for dinner? Like, what are you having? I'm having pizza right now, frozen pizza. I'm gonna hop off the stream since I need to finish a lore dump. Okay. Have fun with the game, yo. Thanks, yo. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here. It's been a lot of fun having you here. Have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. I'll see you again tomorrow, I guess in real life. Oh, guys, we have news to share. Some actual gaming news that's, like, new. Let me get some water real quick, and then I'll explain. Here we go. Okay. So it appears that Nintendo has sent a DMCA takedown notice to Valve and the developers of Dolphin Emulator to halt their release on Steam. It's interesting. So I guess so Steam was going to have the Dolphin Emulator accessible to the public on Steam. That's very interesting. I never thought that they'd be so open to that. If you guys don't know, the Dolphin Emulator is what people use to emulate, to play emulated games, like emulated ROMs of like older games, and it has to do with a lot of Nintendo games. Excuse me. So I can see why they wanted to flag down Valve about that and be like, hey, don't put this on your platform. It's interesting stuff though. I don't know why Valve thought that they weren't going to be getting in like some trouble with that, because I know that like Valve is pretty okay with stuff like this, like with emulation, but it doesn't mean people like Nintendo are even remotely close to that kind of same feeling. I know like Nintendo really hates emulation. Like really a lot. So like, quite interesting how that worked out. I didn't even know that Dolphin Emulator was going to be like a potential option for Steam players to download. But I guess with that not being a thing now, that I guess if I knew that ahead of time, I wouldn't have thought it was going to be a thing anyways. But all right. My lunch break is almost over. Time to get back onto the road. Let me get some water. He said, this morning I made rice with tomato and eggs, like Korean style, and it was so good. That sounds really nice, actually. Yeah, right? It sounds pretty exquisite, It sounds nice. Tomato, eggs, and rice. Interesting. Like, it seems like we got a bit of a theme going on here, like some like Asian cuisine types things. It's really interesting you made that, and then Strawberry's making like a Japanese style curry. I guess Ninja's making, I assume Mexican style meal with a quesadillas and burrito, and I've got my American/Italian pizza, I guess. I obviously have the most exquisite meal, obviously, totally. Frozen pizza, Oh, wait. Where's cereal? Cereal. Oh, I see the next message says, for Din Din. Oh, I see. That must be dinner. I was going to have cereal. Oh, well, okay. Maybe cereal is not the most exquisite foreign type of meal, but that is still very good. Cereal is very tasty. Now, it depends on what kind of cereal. If it's Raisin Bran, no way. But if it's like Frosted Flakes, then for sure, it's pretty good, I'd say. You have to sleep soon since Uncle is in town. You're going to have archery. Oh, yeah, archery in the morning. Okay, that sounds good. I remember, we had an interesting conversation on Movable Cash's stream about archery. It's cool that they remember about that kind of stuff. It's awesome. So have fun with that. Good luck tomorrow. And, pop off, as they say. Frosted Rice Krispies? Oh, wow. I've had Rice Krispies, but not frosted. That's very interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I know cereals are getting very wacky with their flavors, but I didn't think they'd be frosting the Rice Krispies. I'm assuming it's like smaller Frosted Flakes, maybe. Sounds pretty yum, I must say. It sounds pretty good. Now the only thing is that, are they gonna get too soggy too soon? I remember like Frosted Flakes were very soggy after like a minute in the milk, and Rice Krispies are kind of small. But Frosted Rice Krispies, I don't know. You might have to eat that fast or have little milk. Slightly different. Okay. I'm gonna have to go shopping tomorrow or something. That sounds like it'd be kind of fun. I was debating one time. Someone, I forgot who it was, but we were talking about this in the chat back when I was playing Lego Star Wars on stream, and someone was talking about a toaster strudel, but instead of it being like a filling inside, it was like sausage, egg, and cheese, I think, inside of it. So it was like a toaster strudel, like frozen breakfast option, but it had like the filling of like a breakfast sandwich, which is very weird. So I saw that at the store the next time after that conversation, like that weekend. I looked at the store and I saw them, and I'm like, I was hesitating. I'm like, I don't know. And so I ended up not going for them, but it was very interesting. I was very unsure. There we go. I left for a bit, but I'm back. Welcome back. Okay, gotta go again. No. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Waffles. Well, have a good night if I don't see you again. But thanks for stopping in when you could. That's true. You can't really let the food sit there. You gotta, I tend to take a lot of time with my food, try to enjoy, savor every moment. But you can't really do that with like cereal like that, or like ice cream, because it would melt. I wish there was a way that you could make ice cream just like melt very slow. I don't know if that's even a thing that could be possible, but it'd be nice. Can I quick travel? Let me quick travel over to, where's my home base? I thought I had like my own like place I'd chill. Go to the world map again. Let's see. Alright, this is my, I need to find my garage. I think I have a garage in here somewhere. It was like down here somewhere. Alright, let's see if it's on here. Garage for sale. Owned garages. Okay, so mine is, it's kind of, blend in. It's on the top right there. How do I find that? Oh, perfect. There it is. Or, here it is. Okay. Oh, come on. It's not here anymore. I hate this. I don't know why it does this. Alright, let me see if I can find it again. So I need to get to here, wherever this is. My owned garage is right there. So I just want to go in there. Okay. So where I'm supposed to be is close to Camp Verde, so let's just go there. Or it's actually right there. Quick travel. $1,400? No worry for me. Alright. I think I bought my own trailer I can like haul stuff with, I think. So if that's the case, maybe we can try to save a bit more money with our own inventory. We're in the big leagues now. perfect. We'll head out this way. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Oh, wait, we don't have to. Sorry. We turn down here. Sweet. Alright. That pizza was so good. I normally don't like people seem to really not like pizza that's like frozen pizza. But like I really like it. It's very nice. Like it's definitely not as good as real pizza, but like it's fine, you know, it's solid. Oh yeah, look at that, my very own garage. Okay, now what am I doing here? Trailer manager. Do I have one? I have a flatbed. Cool. How do I use this? Is it outside somewhere? Hold on one second. Maybe it's out here somewhere. That's not it. Where is it? Is it over here? Some of these things you just don't really know. No, where is it? This is weird. I would have thought I could use it, but hold on, let me see if I can see. Job market. Yeah, use your own trailer. Come on. That's weird. I have my own trailer. I bought it, so let's see if I can. Maybe I can. I'll back up a little more. I'm sure it's in here. Maybe I can just like load it up or something. I don't know. We'll see. Some new stuff we don't really know about here, you know. I don't see it anywhere on the premises, but like. Oh, aha, use. Yeah, I would like to. It's been attached. Nice. Now, there we go. Now I can use it. It took me a little while, but hey, we've got it down now. Sweet. Okay, so now let me just, let's go get a job. Use your own trailer to deliver a wide assortment of cargo. Oh, yeah. Big money options here, too. I'm sure I'm going to make a lot more return on my investment. This 12 hours. That's not bad at all. That's in Tucson. You seem kind of big, though. Let's see. The other place was like a 12-hour thing, so that's not too bad. This is 13 hours. It's right down the street. Let's do that one. Oops, I'm dumb. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. You can tell you where like the best things would be to do. All right. How about over here? 35,000. 15 hours though. 19, 12 hours for this. It's a bit out of the way though. I'm gonna do this one again. I'll take this job. Why not? Alright, our first job with our new trailer. Let's try this out. I'm so excited. You can tell I'm very excited, aren't I? Alright. I have to get talking some more. I have a whole bunch of topics to share with you guys. Oh, let me actually start with this. So, I just had my dinner, right? So, Unfortunately, I don't have my dessert. I ate it too early before I started streaming again. I um I was at a store last weekend. It was we went like down uh like went a bit further. No, I guess up north a bit more of the state, and we found like this little outlet shop of options. It was really cool. I got a fancy new button-down shirt. Oh yeah, and I also got some other fun things like some new sneakers, and I had these shoes that are. It's kind of interesting. You're not supposed to wear. Oh come on. Oh, stupid train is my. Okay, good. I'm on the way. So, anyways, I got these shoes. They're pretty cool. It's like you don't need socks with them. They look. It's like dress shoes. Sorry, I can't like speak today. But you don't need like socks with them, which is weird. It's like a summer shoes. I'm like, all right, it's cool. So, um, I gave them. I tried them out. They look pretty cool. Anyways, what I'm trying to get to is there was this one shop. It was a candy shop. I was like, okay, I like candy, so let's give it a shot here. And it was really cool. It was a bunch of different types of candy. They had like old candies my parents recognized, but they also had some like really interesting candies I didn't know we could get here. So I saw there's a wide assortment of Japanese Kit Kats. I was like, what? That's so cool. Japanese Kit Kats. Okay. So I gave them a shot. I decided, well, I had to choose what flavor I wanted first. So if you guys don't know, Kit Kats that are outside the United States, I think have like a different company makes them, if I'm not mistaken. So, and they have the ability to make different types of flavors within their chocolate, which is cool. So I heard, especially in Japan, there's a bit of a culture with Kit Kats. They're apparently well known. Oops, sorry, I messed up a little bit. Kit Kats are known to be like a little gift you can give to someone in a card or something like that. It's like known, I guess, now. Like they have a bunch of Kit Kats at post offices now. Like we saw in class one time, we saw this video of people like in detail like going over like the influence of Kit Kats in Japan. So it's kind of cool. Like there's a big presence of Kit Kats in there. Like when someone's like a student's getting ready for an exam, like their parents might send them a little letter saying like, "Oh, good luck in the exam. By the way, here's like not by the way, but like, usually there's like Kit Kats in the envelope as well, which is kind of nice." So, anyways, long story short, it's a way for a bit of a culture within about like for Japan, like trying to incorporate Kit Kats in the daily life, with this kind of stuff. It's kind of nice. So I was all excited. They had different flavors out there. So they had a plum flavored Kit Kat. These came in nice little like party size boxes. So I decided to only take one. So they had a plum flavored. They had a lemon lime flavored. They also had an apple flavored. And then they had other ones were like chunky Kit Kats that was like popcorn flavored. There's another one that was like drumstick ice cream flavored, and a few other like I think it was like cookies and cream, a few other things. But I wanted to get one of those boxes of Kit Kats, so I had my choice between plum, apple, and lemon lime. So I went with apple because it's a more natural one I think that I would like. I don't think the other ones would really taste that good. And I wanted to share it with some friends, so I wasn't sure how that would go. So, luckily it went kind of well. I tried them out, and it was very interesting. Like I bit into the Kit Kat. It was smaller than a normal Kit Kat from here, but like the chocolate felt and tasted a little different than the stuff here, but also the flavor was so weird. My brother said it very nicely. He's like, with a lot of like chocolates that have fruit flavors infused with it, it's like more of like a goo or not goo, like a jelly or some sort of like some sort of like a jelly, like a jam or something that's like incorporated with the chocolate. But the Kit Kat, it was like in the chocolate, so like when you eat it, like there's no like you can't really tell there's an apple related filling inside. It's just like what they made the flavor of the chocolate taste like. So it was very different for all of us who tried it. I don't know if I'd get it again just because it tasted a little bit too weird for my liking, but it was a great thing to just try because it was just so much fun. It was like an apple flavored Kit Kat, like that never happens. So I had a whole bunch of those that I gave to friends and family, and so everybody had like similar reactions. Like this is like the main reaction was like this is very different, but they don't know if it tastes like good or bad though. It's like one of those things where it's so like different that it's like hard to explain. Um, I think you know, I feel like I'm a little bit more open to it, but it is still rather weird. It felt like very natural though. It was interesting too. Like it really felt like an apple as opposed to like if you get like a Jolly Rancher, it says apple flavored, but like it really doesn't taste like an apple if you really think about it. It's not really an apple like thing, but like this chocolate was it tasted like apple. It was weird. It was like really interesting. I liked it a lot. Um, but it's like one of the things where like I don't know if I'd really go out of my way to get one again, unless I wanted to share with other people. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, like it tasted like an actual apple. I'm like this is weird. Like I don't know. Sorry, there's a gas station right here. I'm gonna go grab gas at the gas station. Who would have known? Oh yeah, I'm not even at my location. I'm supposed to like I haven't picked up the product yet, so. Oh, I can only get to that gas station thing. Okay. Back up a little bit. Alright, that worked out. Gotta fill my car with gas. I'm like on the thing though. And then also at the same candy store they had another. What just happened? Sorry. Alright. I'm just gonna try to back up a little bit here. So they had Asian. I don't know if it was Japanese, but I'm just gonna say Asian to be safe. It's like another Asian type of Oreo, but it tasted like peach, which was very weird. I was like, peach? It's interesting. I had that, and I didn't really like that one. It just felt way too strong. But it was like a nice. It was cool to try. Dang. What the heck? Alright, well, I crashed, technically, so there goes that reward thing. Alright, now how am I supposed to get out of here? I don't know how you're supposed to get gas in this kind of location. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let's try to get out of here without causing any more problems. I guess I could just go the long way. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to go my way. Alright, let's try this out. Oh. Okay. I need to like take a class on like how to drive a truck 101. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh no. We almost had it. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Oh, what's up, Ace? Welcome to the stream. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get out. Yeah, no! Oh, come on. Oh, I feel like SpongeBob trying to help the Flying Dutchman get out of the stupid crevice thing. Ultimately ruining his boat. Okay, let's work on this a bit more. Alright, turn it in like this. What? You're leaving me? Alright, well, have a good night then. Thanks for stopping in, though. You might see more of this in the future. I'm trying to incorporate more of like a chill, kind of like chatting environment. I think it's been a lot of fun.
Get fucked.
Why is it so hard? My shipment's gonna be way too late.
Imagine getting stuck in a gas station.
Yeah,
what a
well,
skill issue.
Yeah, skill issue. Yeah. Well, I'll have you know, I'm almost out of here. Oh, come on. Come on, I'm right there, please. Oh, my. I'm almost out. My... This ain't working too well. I'm not pulling out of this place as well as I should. My pull-out game is weak. In this game. Hurry up! Move! Oh, come on! We're like right there. Come on. Hold on one sec. Oh, I know what to do. Hold on. I'm turning the wheel right now. Alright, alright. Trailer damage? I'm in a worse spot than I was before. Hold on. Let me back up. Just reset. Okay. Now. Yeah. Come on. It's like we're on the side. Come on. Yes. Yes. Alright, hold on. Back on the thing. Yes. All that for a little gas. It's not about the price of the gas. It's the price of getting out of this stupid place. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, we did it, folks. First try. Only a little bit of damage. We're good. Oh, yeah. Hurry up, car. I dealt with so much garbage today. You better move it. Come on. No more skill issue for me, though. I got through it. I did it. I don't even know if whatever business hired me, I don't even know if they're going to want me to work for them anymore. I'm like super late to get to where they need me to go, I'm sure. Now I can finally... Alright. Imagine I got a phone call like, hey, you were supposed to be here an hour ago. Well, I deal with a gas station. It should be enough for them to understand. Oh, I'm sorry. A gas station. Like, to understand that that's a code word for that, you know, all truckers know the infamous gas station. You know how hard it is to get out of there. All right, no more train. Fantastic. I was scared it was gonna like start and get in my way. All right, we're good. All right, nice, very nice. So I must say, I don't remember what the poll said a while ago in our server, but I remember I asked about what everybody's favorite M&M was. Let me pull it up actually real quick. I want to see if I can, and then also let me see the artwork. Oh, there we go. Oh, very nice. I like that. Here we go. Yeah, it was like one thing he mentioned as I'm like struggling to get the truck out. I kind of forgot about it until now. So they're very nice though, I must say. Good stuff. So it appears most people either like the peanut version of M&Ms or the mini M&Ms, from what I've noticed. So that's interesting because I would say they're both my favorites as well, but I'd give the edge to peanut M&Ms. My parents have a little bowl of M&Ms in the living room for all of us. As we walk around, sometimes we can grab a few or whatever. If guests are over, we can like offer it to them as like little something, kind of like a little snack bowl. So we've been normally just using regular M&Ms because they're like very easy to find and very easy to put in the bowl. We decided to change it up this time and go with peanut M&Ms. My goodness, I'm trying to lose weight and everything, but bruh, those I can't stop having them. Those things are so good. I just don't get it. It's just like a bigger M&M, but with a peanut inside. But it's so good. It's so tasty. I've had so many of them today. They're kind of filling too. I haven't had any real food besides the pizza today. Like, it's so I don't know, man. It's so like it was so good. I think regular M&Ms are nice too, but they just don't have. They're kind of boring. Like, I think like just by itself, they're still like pretty solid though. It is different. Like when you've got the other styles, it's like you can't really go back to the main one. Oh, I see. Oh, well, I appreciate you clarifying. Then that's good. That's good. What did you put down here for your favorite? Let me see. Recent. So you put pretzel. I think it was a pretzel and peanut M&Ms in there. Interesting. I haven't had pretzel M&Ms as much as maybe others have, but every time I've had it, it's been pretty nice. Like a little crunchiness to it. I get them kind of confused with the crispy M&Ms though too. There's like two different types. There's crispy and there's also just like peanut or not peanut pretzel M&Ms. So that gets me a little confused sometimes, but they're like a nice third. Regular like mini M&Ms are awesome. They're like a great like I don't know like the amount of like sugar per piece is like more than the regular M&Ms. I think that's why people tend to enjoy the mini M&Ms so much. It's like so much like fun condensed into like a tiny little thing. It's pretty nice. Um, but I've had a whole bunch of those too. I gotta like watch myself though. They're all really good. Oh yeah. Oh, I have the arrow. I'm sorry. Oy. Donut shop. It says donuts on the top. That's awesome. Here we go. Finally, we've made it to our destination. Not to drop off anything, by the way. Just to pick up and move along the way. Okay. You like the peanut ones? But the minis are your favorite? Okay. I'm like the opposite. I really like the minis, but peanut is my favorite. But it's funny though, right? Because like we like the peanut M&Ms, but the peanut butter ones, I don't know. They're not really my thing. Like they're fine, but like they're not as good as like Reese's Pieces, and they just don't hit the same as like the other M&Ms. It's weird. It's like one of my least favorite ones, which is very weird. Like I'd rank the regular M&Ms more than that. My own trailer. There we go. My job is still available. What's this red stuff mean? Is there like a... This one's a bit shorter. I'm like making 10 less though. Offer expires 18 minutes. I'll take the job. Cargo is ready to be loaded. Proceed to loading area. Where's loading area? Back here? Oh shoot. I have to back up into this thing. Oh good. Cargo being loaded. Sweet. Oh, it's taking a lot of time though. Shoot. Alright. We've made it. Cargo's been... Bro. Cargo's been loaded. Let's go. Let's not mess these guys up and their awesome setup. Oh, you never noticed what the emote was until... Yeah. Thanks. Oh, this is so funny. It's so small. I can barely see the emote, but like it fits perfectly with the mini M&Ms, I'd say. Is there anything else on there? Yeah, peanut butter. It looks like... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. So, looks like peanut butter and pretzel did better than the regular M&Ms on the poll, but it's only by 1 vote. So, like, you know, I guess that's how it is. But I love how they have there's so many different varieties of M&Ms. So it's really cool. There we go. Now we're on the road. I gotta think of some more polls to do in the server. I like to hear what everybody says about the different like opinions I have. Like I'm surprised. Well, not really. Kind of. So I had the snack option too. I was like, what snack do you like better, popcorn or French fries? The majority said French fries, but there was a few that said popcorn. I think if I really thought about it, I'd say French fries as well. But popcorn is so good. Oh, I don't know. Like, it's hard to describe because like popcorn is so tasty, but like French fries, I feel like just satisfy more of a need, I guess. Like, they're a bit more filling. They're very tasty, but like, I don't know. Like popcorn though, it's like popcorn's like a little healthier. It's a nice like snacking item. You wouldn't really eat fries as like a snack like goldfish, you know, but you would have it as like a side to like every meal you'd have. It's a bit of a broad question, I'd say, but it's one that I'm like, it took me a while to decide, but luckily since I'm the one who provides the polls, I really don't vote on any single one. I just happen to provide both polls, so yeah. And you chose both. What? You're supposed to choose one or the other. If you had to choose between one or the other, though, what would it be? What would it be? You only have the option between French fries or popcorn. What would you choose? If you had to. And I like popcorn where you can change the different flavors. You can have like butter popcorn. You can have, I assume kettle corn counts and caramel corn and all that stuff. Just like French fries, you could, do regular French fries, waffle fries, smiley face French fries, all that kind of stuff. Both fries, it's fair. It's kind of hard to compete with it. I was gonna say popcorn, but like I really don't. If I had to choose, I'd probably say fries as well. But they take a little bit more time to make, though. Practically lived off it. Yeah. I feel like in a similar boat, honestly. You love fries? Yeah, the fries are so good. I just hate how they're, like, it's hard to choose between, like, I love popcorn so much, too, but it's like, you know, French fries are, I don't know, the way I go to. Because you can make it, like, they're just so, like, so tasty, you know? When I was little and I had my very first cheesy fry, like my cheese fries, oh my goodness, I was like, it's like, man, this is amazing. The only thing is a little messy and a little hot, but like cheese fries, oh, they're so good. Popcorn gets, oh yeah, popcorn does get stuck in your teeth too easily. Same thing with Cheetos for me, which is weird. I don't know why. They just tend to linger for a bit longer than I want to. But yeah, popcorn definitely gets stuck in your teeth a bit too much. And especially if you have like braces on or something, that's even worse, I think. It's like you can't even have it when you have braces on for a lot of folks I remember growing up having to say. Come on, bud, move it up. It's for 43 on a 65. Come on, move it. Can I honk at him? I can honk. You can barely hear the honk, though. He's slowing down. Come on, you loon. Hurry up. I wonder if there's a better way to make popcorn, like, enhance... Oh, my gosh. Have popcorn kind of enhance the fun factor, meaning no more stuck in your teeth. Do you guys know the old guy on the, like, the at-home, like, microwaved popcorn? His, like, name's, like, Orville Redbacker, I think his name is. It's, like, the old dude on the front of the box. I don't know if you know that one. But, I watched a YouTube video on him, and it was really interesting. Like, it was going over his, like, life story. He seemed like a very interesting guy. But he also, like, created the modern, like, efficient popcorn making style. Like, the way that he did his microwavable popcorn bags, I guess they're, like, very revolutionary at the time when he first started selling them, because they left, like, almost no popcorn kernels unpopped, which is really cool. Obviously, right now, like, nowadays, you obviously still have popcorn kernels that are not fully popped, but, like, a lot less than it used to be, I guess, back in the day. So it's kind of cool that, you know, he revolutionized that. Bro, look at the view. I kind of just want to stop the truck and, like, look at that. That's so cool. Unfortunately, we're going so slow, but whatever, it's fine. I feel like I'm in the Pixar Cars movie. You know, it's like they're going around Radiator Springs, like the outside of it a little bit. Kind of. I'm also a little bit nervous, by the way, like Disney making more and more sequels. Like, have you guys heard of the Moana sequel coming out? Or not even sequel, it's like a live action adaptation, I guess, is what it's referring to as. Look at that. It's pretty cool, like clouds and stuff. The movie hasn't even been like 10 years old at this point, and they're gonna make it live action. And the voice actress who played Moana isn't going to be present in this film, but The Rock is going to be. So I'm a little bit, like, unsure of what the plan is for them. I don't know why. You know, because, like, a sequel is, like, that's one thing, but, like, remaking the whole movie again, live action, seems a bit weird to me. Like, I'd wait another, like, 10, 15 years maybe, but it's like a movie that hasn't even been, was that 6 years old at this point? It's going to have a remake? Like, that's weird to me, I think. A little too soon, I think. But whatever, I guess. I don't think I've ever been down this road before in this game. It's just so different than the other locations I've been used to. I just wish these trucks and cars would hurry up a little bit. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Ooh. Alright. Oh. Dang, that guy's got 3 trailers. I tried that, and it was a terrible experience. That guy must be making a lot of money. Alright. Too many hungry to care. Yeah, that's my guess, too. I'm also worried because I think in their plans they're going to make another Toy Story film. I haven't even seen the latest Toy Story. I think it's Toy Story 4. Like, I thought they ended it really nicely with the 3rd movie. And then they made this 4th one, which I heard has an okay ending anyways, but they're going to make a 5th movie, I think, is what, like, they're planning to do, which is very weird to me. Like, a 5th one seems way too unnecessary. And I think, from what I've heard online at least, is that people are nervous that they're going to mess up the ending this time, because they've had 2 different ways to end the series on a high note, but people are, like, worried, like, how are they going to wrap it up this time? And, you know, are they going to expect another one coming out again, too? Like, it's a little weird. So I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want... Like, I'm just worried that the series is going to, like, fall off at one point because of too many movies being made. because after a while it's like the magic's kind of run out, and like you've kind of squeezed enough content out of the series. But who knows? Maybe they have an idea we don't know about. I'm optimistic about it, but I'm also pretty cautious. Alright. I see a gas station nearby. Unfortunately, we don't need any gas right now, but it's like, if I knew that, maybe I would have waited to fill up my gas instead of struggling to get the other one done. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta hurry up a little bit here. Hurry up! Come on, truck, move it! I hate that. Like I go to a complete stop and it takes like 5 years to like move this thing. Makes sense, but like it's like scary. Oh, an ice cream stand. So, I have a question for you guys. How are ice cream trucks still in business? I'm kind of confused about that. How are ice cream trucks still in business? Because to me, I feel like no one really goes out of their house anymore. People usually just either go to the store or just order stuff online. Having like and then like ice cream is like known to be a more expensive price coming from the ice cream truck. And like kids don't really go outside as much anymore. So it's like I don't really know how I haven't really seen many ice cream trucks recently at all. Like I said recently as in like the last 2 years. But whenever I see them, I'm always like, how are they still in business? There's no way people go out of their way nowadays to go get ice cream. I can't believe it. Like I'm sure there's certain families like you're probably right, Ninja. There's probably just like a certain amount of like children that like get their parents to help them, have that happen. But like even then, I just feel like it's so like you gotta be there at the right time too. Like parents usually are busy at work or something too. So like and the idea of kids like running around, going out of the way to try to, chase down the truck, it seems a bit weird too. Like just stuff I don't think really happens anymore. I don't know. Like I can't seem to. I just feel like it's something I just don't expect will be a thing in like 5 years. I don't know. Like, but to have it still be around is very weird. I assume if you're in like a very busy city or neighborhood area, like maybe, but like, I feel like I'm in a decent suburban location. Yeah, I don't really think I hear the ice cream truck really come in at all really. And if it does, no one really shows up. Like maybe one person, but I wonder if the profit margins are on that thing though too. You gotta pay for gas all the time. Gas is expensive nowadays. That truck is probably not very easy to maintain. And it's all you're doing is driving around trying to get ice cream to people. I don't know. It's one of those jobs I used to want to have when I was little because it's like you're surrounded by ice cream all day and you're just driving a truck around with like at the time I thought was good music, but obviously my music tastes have changed a little bit, instead of the goofy carnival circus music they play, it's like, it'd be kind of funny if they played like, like Katy Perry or something like that, instead of like the traditional ice cream anthem. I don't know I don't even know what it's called. It's like you know what I'm talking about, the silly tune they play. It's so funny if they have like something like, I don't know. There's one red car on my side mirror. I'm not indicating I need to go turn right, but I kind of want to go to the right lane because I'm in the fast. I'm gonna hit my blinker. All right, Bob, I'm coming in. All right, good. It's like they didn't really give me much space, which is fine, but I love cruise control. This is perfect. I wish it was a bit more consistent though. It's the only thing. It's like I hit the cruise control. I'm at going 60 miles an hour now, and now we're going slower. All right, I'm gonna turn in this way. My goal today was to try to find a town or city or whatever that we haven't been to before, and I don't think I'm gonna see one yet. This looks different, but I don't know if it's like a new city or a new town that's been discovered. I would love to see a new state be discovered, but I don't think it's gonna happen either. I know for sure it's not going to be on this run, but it's alright. I have 10 hours, 8 minutes left on this thing. Alright. The ice cream man coming down the neighborhood through the fire and flames. That'd be so funny. That would be awesome. I would go out of my way to go get ice cream if they had Through the Fire and Flames playing. I mean, that's... Yeah, especially if the ice cream man was playing it on, like, a PlayStation 2 or something like that. You know, on a Guitar Hero. That'd be so funny. But whatever, you know. Can only dream, can't we, you know? That'd be so funny. Also, Ninja, out of curiosity, what's your favorite gun in Fortnite? I know you play. I don't know Secretary if you play or not, but I was talking with Waffles about this earlier today, and he mentioned a few options. I mentioned the DMR, my favorite. You know, you got a sniper rifle that shoots multiple shots. Like, that's awesome. Tactical shotgun. Is that the chunky shotgun? Like the chunky looking shotgun? Kind of red, I think. That might be my second favorite. Because I was telling him I like shotguns in the game. And you taught me, by the way, how to shoot properly in that game. You don't scope with a shotgun. You just shoot, like, without scoping. Because there's no need to really scope. So... And I've been using the tactical shotgun a lot because it's just more commonly found. So, I will have to say shotguns are one of my favorite guns in the game because of like that main reason alone. Like, I just don't have to scope. I'm learning to get my shots down with it pretty nicely too. So, that's cool. Well, game, it's Fortnite. So I don't know if you play Fortnite at all. Yeah, funny Fortnite. If you play that one. Talking about like what your favorite gun is in the game if you do play it. I know they like change out some of the guns every once in a while, but a few of the main ones are usually still around. I don't know the names of all of them. I just know the DMR because like that's a specific sniper rifle I like. Oh no! Now, did you try it with like the building mode? Because there is a no build mode. You can play it with just like the shooting aspect, not the building aspect. Because I used to not play that game. I used to like not touch Fortnite. I tried it like back when it first came out, and then I stopped because I'm like, it's a little bit too sweaty trying to build a bunch of like planks and stuff around. So I was like, forget it. And then they had the no build mode like a year or two ago, and it's been amazing. It's been a huge game changer because I don't have to worry about the sweaty building mechanics of the game. I can just focus on like taking cover when necessary and shooting like I would in a normal game. So if that's up your alley, I definitely recommend giving it a try again if you have the interest for doing it. Because if no one told me about the no build mode, I wouldn't be talking about Fortnite right now. But because it's a thing still, I forget that no build is like not the main mode, but it's still a very popular mode. Because like the reasons I like it, so it's very interesting there. I tried Apex Legends. I can't do that at all. I've tried so hard. I tried like 4 times. All my friends play it. A lot of streamer friends I used to know play it. But I just don't have many reasons to go and play that one. It's like a sweatier version of like Battle Royale modes. I kind of forgot about that when I think of Battle Royale games. I usually forget about that one because I just don't play it. But it's a very popular one. That's so hard. Used to love Apex. Used to? Wait, what made you stop playing Apex? I know for me it's a skill issue. I can't play it because it's just way too hard for me. And it's not like one of those things where I can like see myself growing and getting better. It's just one of those where I'm like, yeah, there's no hope for me. I'll just accept my fate. You don't like Apex? Okay, that's fair, Ninja. Yeah. The internet. Oh, okay, yeah. For that game specifically, having like a reliable internet, definitely very important. Because it's a very high intensity game. So I totally see that. So what kind of games do you play now, Sakachira? What kind of games do you enjoy? Because you're not into Fortnite, not into Apex anymore. So, I'm curious what kind of games you play. Because I feel like sometimes with people there's like a similar pattern. Like if they play a certain type of game, they might have other games that fit. Like, I guess you could think that those who play Apex would be playing Fortnite and maybe some other like high like intensity games, but I'm curious what kind of games you play now, because if you don't play those two, you might have a different like selection that you like. And the great thing about video games is that, like, anybody can like video games, just like there's so many different genres. It's kind of like watching movies. There's different types of movies, but everybody loves a good film. I listened to this one YouTuber talk about board games yesterday night. I was washing the dishes. I was very surprised. This was very interesting because he was going over the differences between like older board games like Monopoly and the Game of Life and Risk, and he was comparing it to games that are more nowadays. I'm trying to think of the exact names, like Catan and Ticket to Ride and Code Names, a few other games like that, which are like pretty interesting, pretty cool. And so I was pretty happy like to watch it, because I used to really like the older games, but it was cool to see his like kind of dissecting the different types of board games. Was really interesting because he mentioned like things he didn't really think about. It's like in Monopoly, if you get bankrupt, you're just done, and you just have to watch everybody play. That's not fun. Newer games are incorporating everybody being able to play all the time, no like eliminations. And there was like another thing he mentioned as well, which is kind of cool. It's like some games nowadays don't really show like who's in first place, because they want everybody to still feel like they have a chance without knowing who's in first and who's not. So even if you lose by like a ton, you didn't think that during the entire game. You didn't feel like it was over when you were playing it, because you might not have known that you were in last place. There's a few other things, like when you take risks, when you take chances in modern board games, it's more of a calculated effort as opposed to back in the day. And like Risk, like it was all based on rolling the dice. Despite you having like an insane army, you could just lose all the time because luck of the draw. But in like other games, it's kind of like, okay, like you can roll the dice, and then based on that, you can make a decision based on that roll. So it's like, more calculated towards what you're doing. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to pair this up, is that by the end of the video, he was talking about how like there's a board game for everybody. Like he was telling me like all these different types of board games that are out there, and I'm like, oh wow. He's like, if you want to do like a prison escape one, here's this one. If you want to do a bank robbing one, here's this one. If you want a game Game of Life, but more like modern, here you go. It's like if you want a more of a deck building one, here you go. I'm like, this is really cool. It's like you hit a whole bunch of different styles, and it's like I can kind of compare that to video games nowadays, where it's a bit different, albeit in style, but like generally there's something that fits everybody's interests and needs, and it's like that's kind of cool. So, long story short, I'm curious what kind of games you play now. Not even a skill issue, the game just kind of sucks. Yeah, Apex, yeah, it's for sure. Like, I mean, I'm a little biased just because I don't think, I just didn't have fun with it, but, it was more of a skill issue for me, but the game wasn't my thing either. Excuse me. Wow, that's awesome lineup right there. So Animal Crossing, that's fantastic. I assume it's the one on the Switch, the newest one. I love that game. That was so much fun. I used to play that all the time on this channel. It was so much fun. I feel really bad though, because I don't want to go back, because I'm like the town mayor. I'm the founder. I'm the celebrity. I'm the big like money maker, so I help all the other businesses. I'm like best friends with everybody on the island, yet I haven't been on the island in like a year. So like I feel really bad because like I'm gonna come back and they're gonna be like, oh man, where you been? It's been forever. Like, and I'm like, I feel bad. Like I kind of just ditched them, and like they're gonna know. So I don't want to go back and like deal with the repercussions. I feel like I went out to get milk, like I just never went back. But I mainly because I finished like the main game, but like there's still DLC content to do, and just extra upkeep on the island. But like that's one of my favorite games I've ever played, because I know Ninja's not the biggest fan of that one, but because it is kind of like a chore simulator, but like it's a fun chore simulator. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm just doing chores, but like in a nice way. It's a way I'm like doing it. It's like I'm just making the place look nicer. My contribution is causing this community to grow. This is nice. Excuse me. I really like those chill type of games. I've never played The Last of Us, but I heard that one's it's a very story-rich game. I know they have the Part 2 game that came out, Last of Us Part 2. But man, that's one I want to play at some point. Because I love story games, one of my favorite things. But, yeah, and then you said Skyrim. Yes, Skyrim's so awesome. Oh my favorite game I played back in high school has to be Skyrim. I have three favorite games of all time, and one of them's Skyrim, one of them's Rocket League, and the other one is Team Fortress 2. They're three very different games, but they all serve like a unique purpose for me. And like Team Fortress 2 was a great like introduction to video games for me on the PC, as it was like a beautiful like like team based class oriented shooter, and it had so much content that it filled my needs as like a 13-year-old kid at the time. I think whenever I first started, considering it's almost been a whole decade, it's really cool. This guy is really up this guy's butt. Anyways, yeah, so it's really nice. Rocket League has been like a more current favorite, but like even though it's repetitive, it's like super enjoyable. It gives me a little bit of a competitive, a bit of a competitive edge. I feel like I'm really, it's like a game I'm actually good at. That's like a competitive environment, which is nice. Like I'm nowhere near like amazing, but like compared to all the other games, it gets the best game I'm good at. That's like a competitive oriented option. But Skyrim, oh my goodness, the best single player experience I've ever had. The story is rich. I'm gonna just pull in here and get some gas. It's probably the best way I can get it. The story is the story is rich. I'll wait for this guy. Oh come on, the truck just finished. Oh. I love like being able to like grow my character into becoming this amazing like the Dragonborn, especially when I learned all the shouts in that game. Oh, it was so awesome. I Fusrodad everybody I could see, even the Greybeards, and the story was amazing. I love the lore. There's just so much to do, but the music was by far my favorite like video game soundtrack ever. I still listen to it all the time, even though it's like doesn't really fit everything I'm doing. Like if I'm driving to school, I don't really know if it really fits that environment, but like worked. It suited my interests, so it was nice. But yeah, I cannot. What happened? I heard a beeping noise. Did I get fined for something? I don't know what I did. Anyways, but oh my goodness, what a great game! It's so awesome. So that's very good stuff. I know. Animal Crossing was. Oh boy! Oh. I really like Animal Crossing. I know going back to that on the Switch, but it was during the summer. I was really into the game, so what I did was I went on eBay and I bought Animal Crossing for the Wii, and it was so different. I don't know if you played it on the Wii as well, but it's so different than modern day Animal Crossing, because it's like you're not like the all powerful dude you are. You're like a newcomer in an already like developed world, and you kind of have to fit in with the new. You're like the newbie in this huge community. You're not like starting anything new, and there's no like there's not as much customization involved with like the cosmetics, I guess, but there's still a lot you can do. It's like it's a bit more grindy, I think, but like there's a lot of elements that involve a bit more of like a bit more perseverance, I guess. It's very interesting. I haven't gotten too far into it though, but I had a good time from what I have played. just so interesting how different the two games are. They've adapted differently from then till now. I'm confused about that, Ninja. So you tried Skyrim 3 times or so. Not really for you, but Fallout 4 was? Okay. That's like my total opposite. I tried playing Fallout New Vegas like 3 times already, and I just couldn't really get into it. It was a lovely game. I enjoyed my time on there, but I just didn't feel compelled to go back to playing it as much as I should have, and then I kind of just lost interest at the end of it. Um, but like I talked to a friend of mine, and he it's actually Movable Cash. He's a big Fallout New Vegas fan. I'm sure he's played the other Fallout games as well, maybe Fallout 4. But like for New Vegas, he was telling me like all these different like scenarios and places to go and things to do and like choices to make, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like that's so like I must have missed out on a ton of things. That's insane. That's a lot of like it's a lot of stuff. So I feel like I need to go back and try it again at some point. What made you not want to play Skyrim? It's my absolutely favorite single player experience. There was just so much. I love the like the Viking type of environment. The lore is amazing. The quests were amazing as well. The only thing I didn't like was that there's like way too many like cave exploration things. You've got a beautiful world outside with like nature and like the sky and like awesome environments. Yeah, I'm stuck in this deep dark cave that's moist and like unpleasant, and it's like I don't want to be in here. I want to be outside. I want to enjoy the outdoors. You know, I'm in this moist, deep, dark, sad cave. I don't want to be in that thing. So that was unfortunate. I'm like, oh, you know, it's the only thing is I've done that. I had to go and like, you know, explore caves a bit too much. But there was like actually a lot of cool things in them. It was just one of those things where I'm like, another cave searching event. But that's what made the other modes so good too, because there was like other different like quests I had to do that involved a lot of different story aspects, which I thought was really, really cool. Like I love the Civil War quest line. I liked the Thieves Guild and the other guild I can't think of right now. Assassin's Guild, I think it was called. There was a lot there. Those are my two favorites, I should say. There were so many good things there. Have a good night, Second Trio. Thank you so much for stopping in today. Really appreciate you came back today. It was awesome. I know it's like, feel bad. It's like, you know, it's definitely a lot of time, you know, out of your day to spend watching me. So I appreciate that you were able to stick around for the 2 streams. Thank you so very much for doing so. It's a lot of fun to have you here. So hopefully, you know, things go well. I'm not sure if you got like anything cool going on, but hopefully, you know, it'll all go well. You know, in terms of like stuff, you know, in the future for you, you know, whatever you got going on, hopefully it goes well. But thanks again. Have a great night. Thanks again for being here. All right, I think. Let's see. You think Vegas or you think New Vegas and Fallout 3 start off a bit slow? That's probably it then. With like Skyrim, I felt like it really kicked off in the beginning. You know, like the dragon comes in, and you gotta like, you know, escape, and you gotta find someone to escape with, and you know you then they like finally lead you off to like where you're supposed to go. Like action starts immediately. Maybe that's what compelled me in the beginning. But yeah, maybe that's it then. Maybe it just took a little bit of time. Because I didn't get too far into the game, and I should have done it a bit. I should have played a bit more into it before I stopped. For any PC players listening in, it's free right now on Epic Games. But with like all the DLC. And I know Fallout 3 is a bit older, so that's one that I didn't think I'd really get into. But New Vegas at the time, people were saying is like one of the best. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. But I'll have to give it a try again. Maybe Is it something I could play on stream? Do you think, or would that be a little bit too much, Ninja? Because now that I think about it, I would like to give it a try again, and like it would force myself to keep being active in it by being on stream. But I don't think I'd go too far out of my way to do like too many like side quests. I don't know actually. You could? Okay. I wonder if there's gonna be like a spike in users maybe because of the new Epic Games thing. Maybe as an off and on game. Okay. That'd be nice. Alright then, I'll have to think about it then. I know there's a few options. I'm kind of excited now that once I get, some money flowing in, hopefully at some point it'd be really cool to get going with it because, I have, there's that game I want to play, but then the new Star Wars game came out. And then there was also a few other games that came out. I have a whole list of games. Shoot. What are the names of the games? Let me move it to the side. Shoot. I'm trying to think in action. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think right now. I'll turn it in this way. Let me quickly look it up. Sorry. I just want to, there's a few games I wanted to get. So, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a game I want to get. It's like it's a newer game. It's mixed right now because I think that there's some issues with like the way it's working on PC. There's also Sonic Frontiers, which I know is not like the greatest Sonic game ever, but it's like a one I wanted to try out. I know High on Life is one I wanted to try out too. I think it's pretty goofy. I do want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 at some point. I don't really know if that's like a stream-worthy game, but at least I know that one is a pretty enjoyable one from what I've heard. And there's a few other personal games I'm like thinking about that I kind of like, so it's very exciting, like a lot of cool games coming up at this point in time. I think I'm just chilling in the middle lane here for now. I don't know. Okay, I'm not going this way. Good. There's like nobody on the road. This is very weird. Normally it's like somebody on the road. I'm just the only one. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm very like behind on that one. I know you and Waffles keep asking about that. Just don't know if I'm like. Just feels like it's gonna be really difficult. I'm just still haunted by that one. What was the name that was it? The shark dude? I forgot his name. The one dude that owned the hotel place. I think. That guy. That was a ridiculous fight. I keep like thinking back to that one. Yeah, I guess, but oh, we're going a little fast here. Yeah, maybe that would be the case. Be a little bit better prepared next time. Maybe. I'm curious what I should do for Sunday. Because I'm not sure if we found a new place. Oh, yeah. So that means that it's another thing we can check off on the to-do list today. We found a new location. I'm curious though for Sunday if I should like change up the game for that day and do something for that and then get back to some of this later, or keep doing this. Curious what I will end up doing, but because there's this one game I played the other day. It was so funny. It's called Mutant Football League. It is so funny. It's like football, but like totally not like normal football. It's so goofy. I would love to stream it because I haven't played much of it, so I'm still like surprised about a lot of things that happen in that game. But it was on a good deal, and I played it for a little bit, and it's such a goofy game that I think it'd be kind of funny to give it a try on stream. I don't think anybody's gonna watch it though, besides like maybe some of the folks who are part of the channel. But like I just think it's so funny, like but that'll be like a one-time stream thing. I'm trying to think of some other one-time stream options. Like there's also there was also what's it called? Oh, the Mario Strikers game for the Switch. I haven't played it on stream yet, but it's a fun one. It's a one stream kind of deal, you know. I haven't played Wii Sports in a while. Ooh, you know, could be interesting. That's true as well. Could go back to the tower as well. I'm trying to think of incorporating Minecraft, but I have to see about that too. Hey, watch the face. What did I do this time? Ooh, I gotta slow it down. Yeah, bowling for 3 hours. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I make things fun. Trust me. My middle name is fun. Totally. Yeah, I'll have to see about some like things. Like I'd like that like one-time streams for like a while. Things that would last like one stream and one stream only. Keep adding the variety aspect to things. Or I could do a bunch of different things. Like I could play a little bit of like Switch Sports, then switch to a little bit of Pizza Tower, maybe switch a little bit to someone else. I don't know. We'll have to see though. I'm just so like stressed from like stressful games, you know. Like I just don't know if I'm built for that kind of environment, you know. Like again, Pizza Tower is so unique and so creative. I love the charm and the, you know, the creative vision of that game. But it's just one of those that is just so like stressful for me. I'm like, I don't know. Like I think if I really applied myself to it, I'm sure I could beat it. But it's like so. It's so difficult for me to like, you know, like go through it. I guess because it's like, at the rate I'm going, you know, I don't know. But I guess it also depends just how the night's gonna go. Like if I do feel like just chatting some more, although I do think something a little bit different would be nice for Sunday. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that would be a little bit tough if it did turn to Undertale, you know, because it's like certain fan bases kind of ruin the experience for a lot of folks. Like, what makes you think that this might turn into Undertale, like fan base style? Ooh, we're going in a little tunnel. It's never happened before. Ooh, let's see. Look at that. At least a tunnel that's underground, like, or not, excuse me, a tunnel that's at nighttime. Path that seems to be on. That's fair. I'm sure you notice that through like, you know, the way the community, you know, engages online and stuff. I see. Yeah, it can be kind of scary. Is Omori like that? Like that fan base, or is it? I don't remember if you mentioned that or not. Worse? Ay ay ay. Well, that's not good. I know you don't like anime, but there's certain shows that I know that are very popular animes that are have a negative reputation thanks to the fan base, which is tough because like I used to love watching certain shows, but it's like not the same because the fan base involved with it. So it's like hard for me. Like at one point, it was considered cool to watch a certain show, but now it's like considered like a little bit off if you were to mention that you're a fan of a certain anime. To each their own, I guess, but some things I've noticed, I guess. What is this? I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. It's a little scary. Hey, we're almost there. No right turn. Okay. And another place discovered. Oh yeah, that's cool. Another location we found. Just say it seems like a bit of a different location. I'm glad that it was easy to find this stuff. This is nice. Yeah. Alright. Let's make our turn. So we're gonna have a lot of money after this. So I wonder if we can afford another truck, or if I should just focus on upgrading this one. There we go. My first trip with my new trailer. I can't believe that took so long though. How much money we got? $33,000. That's awesome. Now we have 165K. All right, let's see if we can find. My rating went up too. I'm a 5.8 now. That's awesome. Let's see if we can find. Sorry, where am I looking for? Truck dealers, okay. So now I can take a look and see what options we have. I'm gonna see how much money these are. Let's see. Buy online. Trusted customers only. 3 trucks before you can buy online. That stinks. Oh, let's see here. I can trade in. Ooh. Trade in value 71,000. You would pay this. Okay. Well, that's a big downgrade from what I already have, but that's cool. Well, let's see what else we got. That's a good point too. If it's from a decisive, ask around. That's a good idea because maybe someone has like an idea of what like I didn't think about. Yeah, that could be an option. That sounds good. Oh, you going to bed? All right, have a good night, Ninja. Thanks for stopping in. It's been so much fun having you here. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll have a good game choice for Sunday. Just gonna shop around. I'll probably get to bed too. I'm gonna just check around, see what other trucks we can find, and then probably wrap it up too. That's a strong looking truck. Very nice. Ooh, wait. Okay, I'll wait. It's a cool truck. It's like more. It feels like stronger than mine, but I don't think it is. How much is this one? $139,000. I have 165, so I could afford this. It's pretty nice. You could also do that thing you were talking about. Oh yeah, the multiplayer stream. Okay. I'll have to ask around, see if they're okay with that. Like, because I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be fun. Let's see here. So I would pay 68,000. That's actually insane. For this one. Here we go. Another. That's a big truck, though. $141,000. Okay. This is $155,000. Wow. I'll have enough money now to afford this guy. That's cool. And this one too. Dang. That's pretty cool. Call tips on the spot. You've got it. And yes, have a good night. Thanks again for being here. I hope to see you again on Sunday. I see. I can't get this. I can't get this until I'm level 20. I can't really tell the difference. Besides, like certain specs, I'm sure. But like, it's big. That's for sure. But interesting. So I can almost afford. Well, I can afford that. I'm like, just don't have enough level experience. This one's also level 20, 171. Dang. I can trade this one in. So I'd only have to pay 88,000 out of pocket. I'm not gonna sell the one I have, but that's kind of cool. That's cool. And these other ones, I'm sure, the same situation. All right. I think I'll wrap it up like this now as well. We don't have enough for a raid. That's all right though. If anybody's still listening, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be live again on Sunday. Probably gonna be a little bit different because I've kind of run out of things to talk about, but I have some things left over. But I also have I don't know. I think it'd be time to change up a little bit since we did 2 of these streams this weekend. I'm sure there's one more I could do on Sunday. I'd be a little bit different. Like I was mentioning with the Ninja earlier, maybe there's like a specific stream game I can do that's only for like a day, like maybe the Fortnite one, kind of fun maybe. So we'll see how it goes. I think that's all from me. I don't know if there's anything else to mention, but once again, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Good night.